Brown Couch. It can be found online at bbc.com. Go ahead and Google that and add it to your favorites right away. Don't even think about it twice, please do it now. I'd like to welcome out my co-host, Kelly. Come on out, Kelly. How's it going?
I forgot I'm waiting for my music.
Oh.
It's okay, no one can see
Dun, 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 dun. Yeah, it's super important.
Yeah, well, I mean, we didn't get to be such a finely tuned machine without like refining that process to a pulp. So
yeah, we actually did a survey, and that was what most of the viewers said they wanted.
Yeah, I mean, lots of other improvements behind the scenes that people don't really appreciate. But like last week, I spilled whiskey all over this table, and this week I only spilled water.
Yeah, I mean, I do think that the whiskey added a nice like sheen to the wood that I'm missing this week. But we can try this out and see how the test audience likes it.
Well, I do have a few surprises up my sleeve. One is that after spilling whiskey on that orange tablecloth I have and then throwing my washing machine and then not getting around to washing it, it's still in there. So really just the powers of it are transferred to you.
Oh, wonderful. That's great. I'm glad I get those fumes. Yeah. How do you feel about man caves?
What kind of man cave?
Like the concept of man caves in general. Like if a dude says, "Oh yeah, come hang out in my man cave," how do you feel about it?
Like if some dude had some kind of basement set up with like a bunch of like really specific tech for like a lot of like AV equipment, and he was like, really picky about it, and if maybe if he owned it after a week, he'd start having all these like really fancy sounding opinions about like how it should be set and things like that.
Yeah, something like that. But like specifically if he called it a man cave, it doesn't matter what's in it, but like the fact my what I'm wondering about is your opinion on the term man cave itself and the concept of it and like the idea of it in general.
I feel like it's kind of taking it away from the possibility of having a superhero named like Man Bat, who is a bat that like dresses like a man, like a human.
Right.
And so obviously that bat, in order to kind of like hide all of its human equipment, would have the man cave. So yeah, I feel like it's kind of like undermining the artistic potential of that. So I would say I'm against it.
Yeah, I mean, I guess like if you really think that there's that much artistic potential, you could probably just write the comic book yourself. What's your experience there? Are you interested in that in pursuing that, or are you just interested in complaining about the fact that someone else has already claimed that term?
Well, see, you may not know this, Nicole, but I did minor in creative writing, and a big part of the conditions when you get your little certificate that says you successfully minored is that you have to not actually succeed as a writer in any capacity.
Right. Okay.
Yeah. So like if I get literally anything published, even if it's a zine I make myself, the university will come and they are going to take away my minor.
Your minor.
Yeah, it's like the degree, but it's like a smaller certificate. You kind of like put it picture in picture inside the same frame.
Right, that makes sense.
Yeah.
Right on. Cool. Well,
but
talk.
Like that's a free that's a free IP that any of you can take. You can have Man Bat. Yeah. Like personally, yeah, they can take that.
Okay.
Because like me personally, I don't like the idea of having a man cave. Like comic books aside, because like out there in the world is where I have to feel like a man. This is my safe zone. I can just kind of regress to being like a child. So this is my boy cave. So when I've had a rough day, I just tell people like, I'm just gonna go home and just like slide into the boy cave and just you get some cathartic release out of it.
Can we like bleep out the phrase "slide into the boy cave" from this stream? Is that like a thing we can do?
If by bleep out you mean like knock up the volume 5 decibels, absolutely we can do that.
Perfect. Let's do that. In the meantime, should we bring out our guest for today?
Here's what I think we should do.
Oh.
Because our guest is a big proponent of punishing people with what he calls, quote, 5 minutes in the gay box. I think we should make him sit off stage an extra 5 minutes for every single instance he ruthlessly shit talked me prior to us turning the mics on.
Okay, so he's just not going to be on the show.
Well, he'll be out at like 9:30.
Yeah. I don't even think it's gonna be 9:30. I feel like it's just like the show's gonna be over. We're gonna be here for another 45 minutes, and then David will come out and be able to talk to us.
Yeah, but I mean that's just the cost of doing business, because like what's he gonna do? Just rush his spot and just take it regardless?
Yeah. What is he gonna do?
Yeah, someone made the executive decision. Oh, I should let you know that it's not tradition. Just did the dance without being asked. Just mm-hmm.
Ben's Dick no longer a sponsor?
The sponsorship situation is in limbo. I'm down to 2 breweries that are still potentially interested in doing a beer tasting with us. I won't name them, and I won't name the brewery that said they were going to be on the show and then invited me out to the brewery, and then the dude just didn't show up while I was hanging out outside his brewery. But it rhymes with Molar Marks, so.
Nicole, what are you tasting right now?
No,
I set you up for the perfect joke, and you already dropped the ball.
What am I tasting? Is it? Oh God, damn it! Let's try.
You're looking at me like I know what the joke is.
Roll it again. Let's roll that joke again. Let's get the.
No, let's just roll the whole episode back from the beginning. Paige, can you just wind us? You rewind the tape. Everyone, get back off camera. I will spill some more water.
Perfect. All right, David, why don't you come on out and say something innocuous that's definitely not a setup for a joke that we've pre-planned.
Play my music again.
Hands off the wheel. I'm not the one in charge here.
So I see there's no Ben's Dick brewery sponsorship anymore.
You know what? As of right now, it is not an active concern.
Yeah, fair enough. So I have a lot of bones to pick with you, Kelly.
Okay.
First of all, you know Man Bat is a existing DC license, right?
No, I don't read comic books. You know this show's stance on nerd shit.
You have a comic book right on your shelf, literally within the line of sight. I imagine that you probably have multiple comic books.
What, Calvin and Hobbes?
What about Seven? Seven's a comic.
No. That's a bunch of photos of a rapper.
Which rapper?
Slug, the guy from Atmosphere. He's got this whole theme with the number 7. It's fine.
All right. Yeah, Man Bat was a whole DC franchise. So no, that IP is not up for grabs.
Dang it. Okay. Well, sorry, we rescind all previous comments about Man Bat.
Okay, but does Man Bat have a man cave?
No.
Right, so that's still up for grabs.
Secondly, I take umbrage with you referring to anything in this room as fancy equipment. Except for the mic that I brought.
It's fancy compared to what we had before.
I mean, that's true.
Yeah, fancy is relative.
That is true. And this room is less, like, it is mostly cave.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, but less. So is that your problem with it? Is that the giving it the title of Man Cave? I guess I never titled it Man Cave. That was all Kelly.
No, this is the boy cave. We've been over this.
It's like a literal cave. That's my problem. Like,
okay.
Like when you say like man cave, boy cave, you make it sound cute and like it's actually like a nice place. It's just like being dressed down.
See, I'm not hearing you in the mic. I told you. See, you said you weren't going to turn your head. You said you were going to stare at the camera.
I said I wasn't going to hold the mic for 2 hours.
Okay.
That's what I said.
All right. Okay.
They can hear me just fine, Kelly. Don't worry about it.
All right. So,
it might, like, I'm muted on that. Is that why they can hear me?
No, I can hear the board in my ear, and I can hear your voice disappearing.
Fancy.
I know. I told
Turn
you it's
the gain up.
fancy. I can't reach it. It's too
Oh
far
my
away.
God.
We don't have a producer. So maybe we should get into this.
Let's
So-
get into it.
The reason we are in this terrible theater that you hate, with this terrible equipment that you hate, is because we were evicted from our previous, let's call it an artist residency. So,
Look at it's just the timing.
oh
The
yeah,
timing is impeccable.
oh those
You love to see
those
it.
jokes are just for the
You
viewers.
love to see it.
So yeah, I don't know. Like, do you know anything about that story?
No, I know life moves fast.
You don't like what?
Life, Kelly. Life moves fast.
And if you
Okay.
don't slow down once in a while, you just might miss it.
I had a new quote.
Is this like a quote from Man Bat or?
No, I had a new quote I was going to try
Okay.
out though. I'm gonna do
Is
catchphrase.
there a man spider?
No.
Okay,
There's
so
a
the man spider could live in the man cave with the man mobile.
There is a spider pig.
Do spiders don't like
So the
exclusively
spider
live in
pig
beds,
is a spider that was
In
bitten
caves?
by a radioactive pig.
I don't remember.
Is that just that scene from the Simpsons movie where Homer's holding
No,
the pig
that's
upside down?
a play on the actual spider pig. Peter Porker is actually Spider Pig. Have you guys not seen the best
Oh!
superhero movie released this decade, Into the Spider Verse?
Yeah. Okay, I did see that.
Oh my god!
And
I
don't-
told you the show stance on nerd shit,
There we go.
David.
Here we go. This is my new phrase I'm tracking out. I can't
Okay.
remember where I stole it from.
All right, hit me with it.
Kelly. It's a hip hop world. You got to keep up or get out of the way.
All right,
I stole that from a TV show. I don't remember which one.
I'm gonna get that tattooed across my chest.
Oh, you know what it was from? It was from Scrubs.
Is
I
that how
haven't seen it.
citing things works? Is you can just say, yeah, I read that somewhere. I don't remember where. Like if I wrote that at the bottom of an essay, like in my footnotes, I could just be like, yeah, I read that somewhere.
Only if you go to GPRC.
I did go to GPRC. There we go. That makes sense why I didn't know how to
Can
say
we take things away from Fidgety over here? So that's not going
Mhm.
to sound good in your mic.
Here, I'll just hold it under the table. It's fine.
We
Don't
just
mind.
we just need a little like rope that will kind of like tether her head to the stand, so it can't like, yeah. Or we could just get some like Backstreet Boys mics to just like clip on our ears.
Those are called lavs.
Yeah, we can get some of those. See, this is why we were paying you to do all of the audio advice for us, is so you can tell us things like what a lab is.
I
What-
enjoyed it. I
why
did
are they
enjoy it. I do
called
miss it
labs?
sometimes, but
Labs? Like LAV?
lavalier.
Lavalier.
Not to be confused with langoliers, which eat time.
Okay.
Do we need those?
Langoliers?
Yeah,
I mean, as a
because
society,
we need to eat about 2 hours of time here.
as a society in general, yes, we do need langoliers.
Okay,
You guys not remember langoliers?
From
is this more nerd shit?
I mean, I don't know. Do you consider Stephen King nerd shit?
Yes.
I mean, I don't not.
I feel like it depends. What book were they from?
The langoliers.
Oh, never mind. I never read that one.
Okay. Did you read Dominakers?
Yes.
What about the Dark Tower series?
Yes.
Did you read it?
Yes.
So
I was
excited. She's so excited about being able to say yes.
Come on, go through the whole.
I'm very upset with myself for having to say no
Go-
to having
go through
read
the
a
whole
Stephen
bibliography.
King.
Gerald's Game.
Nope.
Firestarter.
No.
Lizzie Story.
God damn. Now I'm sad.
Under the Dome.
I don't like this game anymore.
I mean, now you've got homework.
1163. What was the fucking? When was Lincoln? Not Lincoln. the other guy.
Lincoln,
When was the other guy? The modern day Lincoln. When was he assassinated?
the modern day Lincoln,
Was
Trump.
that- No.
Oh,
No.
oh no. So Mitt Romney was the guy
Did
who
you
is.
say that Trump is the modern day Lincoln?
Yeah, isn't that what all the?
I mean, I guess he did say like he did, as according to Trump, he did more for Black people than any other U.S. president. So
Yeah, I don't know. I feel like I definitely saw people on Twitter talking about how he was the next Lincoln. Yeah, and that Mitt Romney was supposed to be the new JFK.
This camera's making me look fat.
It's the fisheye. It's the cost of business with $15 cameras.
Yeah, it's not like I brought a fancy $900 camera or anything.
Well, did you show up on time to hook it up?
Did we start on time? Did I tell you 15 minutes before the show, let's fucking pick it up here with the production, and you were just lollygagging around talking about bullshit?
I missed you so much.
I miss you too, Kelly.
So,
So let's talk about having you come back to Payment Away. Let's bring you back.
well, no. The original question was
Let's bring you back into
the
the fold.
story of us being evicted, our contract voided. The acrimonious split where I had to abscond with my own gay box in the middle of the night.
That was the worst part of it, really.
Yeah.
Losing the gay box, that really did hurt.
I'll build you a new one. All you have to do
You
is
keep
ask.
saying I would. I've asked repeatedly.
If you find me wood, I will build
so
it. I
all
love
I have to
building
do is
shit.
ask and find the wood and then provide the materials and then pay him for his time. Those are all the things I have to do.
yeah.
If you have wood that you would like to donate to build David a gay box, write in to bup@pimetaway.com
we're gonna
and
get so
set it
many
up.
dick pics from that.
What?
We're gonna get so many dick pics from that. People are gonna
If
be
you
like,
have
"I'll send
dicks you
my
want to
look."
show us, send them in to bup@pimedaway.com. Thank you, Paige. And if you have questions for David, whose role in the world and whose business we have not introduced yet, throw them those in the chat stream right now, and he'll answer them.
You better believe I will.
Yeah,
This is an AMA.
yeah. We'll introduce your business when you explain why we were kicked out of it.
Well, Kelly, it's a hip hop world, and if you don't move fast, you got to get out of the way.
Couldn't have said it
Works
better
for me.
myself. So
I don't remember why we made you leave.
was it because let's say that somebody might have continuously double booked their space for multiple events and forgetting that they double booked.
I think it's talking about me.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's my bad. That's totally my bad.
It's hard to remember. It was years ago. We couldn't guess who it was, but
all joking aside, I honestly don't remember.
Oh, that's cool.
like I need you to understand how busy I am, Kelly. How truly important and valuable my time is.
Well, that sounds like a good segue to Nicole introducing what your business is.
Oh yeah. So David is
Hello, I'm
the
David.
owner and CEO, and from what I understand, also cashier. Because every time I try and buy anything, it's always David messaging me or like telling me. At Medaway Games, which is a wonderful game shop on 118th.
Correct.
Here in Edmonton.
118th Ave.
118th Ave.
Avenue of Champions, baby.
Hell yeah. Which
there's a
fun
space
fact
between
is,
Pay and Medaway, but pretty close.
Yeah, close enough.
Do you want the keyboard so you can fight Paige with
No, I
the
would
producing? Because that's a favorite hobby of mine.
Nope. I'm just enjoying my time, just laying on the couch, being a guest, listening to the conversation in the green room.
Yeah, I don't mind that back there.
Hey, there you go. Look at that. Nicely done, Paige.
Beautiful.
This has got
Couldn't
a
have
real,
spelled it better myself.
This has got like a real low rent Joe Rogan feel to it.
Don't say Joe Rogan on this show. We don't talk about
like
him.
I know that Nicole's resemblance to Joe Rogan is uncanny, but she really tries to move away from it. Like, for example, Joe Rogan speaks loudly and confidently, which is why Nicole makes a point of doing the opposite. This is what she was explaining to us earlier.
I'm really trying to strike out on my own and get my own brand going. So like I don't like to associate myself with Joe Rogan. Just like, obviously we have similar like opinions on things. We would like pick similar guests, and like clearly we have like all the wrong ideas about, important social issues. But
can I ask you a question?
Yeah.
When did Kelly join the Stevedores union?
Excuse me? The Stevedores?
You guys don't know what Stevedores are?
Oh no. It kind of seems like we need someone with more nerd cred out here.
The Stevedore is what gets you into Steve's house.
No. The Stevedores union is the union of men who wear stevedore hats and unload cargo, break bulk at ports.
Oh, yeah, you do look a bit like someone that would hang out on a port. I get that.
I mean, I absolutely go hang out and wait for the sailors to get off, so.
That makes sense.
Yeah. Where do you think I got this at?
Winners.
Honestly, I think I found it on the ground somewhere and washed it because I'm an absolute fucking gremlin.
I buy that. Okay, so I really think we need backup here. I feel like David's bringing up like a lot of like very niche nerd shit that neither of us have a response
is the exact
to.
opposite of the nerd shit.
I mean, it's not just the Stevedores.
Yeah, that's
thing.
working man shit.
It's also the Lumineers or Labradors.
Yes.
That's right. The show does need the Lumineers. This is what it's missing.
So I would like to bring out
two things, Nicole.
Yes.
One, lav mics, Langoliers. You just mesh them into your brain.
Yeah. I think that's exactly what I said. I don't think that I pronounced either of those things incorrectly. But yeah, I would like some nerd backup. So let's bring out our GM. Josh, come on out.
Play that music, Paige.
Play that funky music, white girl. Hell yeah. No. You sit down. You're Josh. You came out first.
High quality image we got going.
I know, right? It's gorgeous. Absolutely gorgeous. The only thing I know about that is sort of like a Wire season 2 reference, if I'm remembering correctly.
See, my boy gets me.
which is a good show, and everyone should probably watch The Wire.
Josh, I feel like you introduced me to Stephen King, so I'm a little disappointed that you don't know the weird niche things that David knows that I don't know.
Well, he was referring to 11/22/63, which is about the JFK assassination.
I was actually referring to the Langoliers. It's just that she wanted me to list a bunch of other Stephen King books because she
Fair
didn't think I could.
But yes, that is.
I don't think I ever said
I
that.
like that also the other Abe Lincoln, where it was
Okay,
like, I'm like, well, one was a Democrat and one was a Republican.
It's all just
also-
labels. It's
just
labels, baby.
Although they did both get shot in the head, so I guess
Exactly, see? Stand by it.
I feel like Stephen King has like a lot of like assassinations and attempted assassinations in his books. Because that was also in Help.
Go on.
Help,
The Dark Zone.
The Dead Zone. Boom!
So
Nailed it.
out of the 700 books that Stephen King has written, he has had exactly 2 assassination attempts.
Yeah, that's a lot. that's more than I've written about. So
Are you still writing your orc porn?
yeah, absolutely. It's ogre porn, but thank you for being interested and remembering. That's actually on the YouTube channel. That is the first video that comes up, which is why I never link anyone or tell anyone about the show.
It's your secret shame.
Did you bring us another 3 paragraphs about it?
I certainly did. If you give me a notebook in 10 minutes, I will write you more ogre porn.
Okay, I'm absolutely taking you up on that.
Oh no.
Oh,
By the way,
yeah.
Kelly.
Yeah, if you grab it, yours.
So
That's the rule. That's the rule in Kelly's basement.
if you're new to the show, you might not know that David was, I think, our very first guest for a live show.
That sounds right.
And it was wonderful. It was the best experience, and like, not to shit on any of our other guests, but he set the bar very high.
And it is yet to be lived up to.
Mhm. Yeah, none of our other guests have like stared directly into their phones while they're talking to us.
I can multitask. I'm listening. I'm contributing. I've said more than he has.
Mhm. That's what
This
my
is
dad
true.
I've
says.
said more than he has at this point. And he's the
Mhm.
goddamn co-host.
Well, co-host, technically, by his own admission.
Yeah, hands off the wheel, right, Kelly?
Yeah, that includes verbally. I'm letting you talk more because
Remember the last show I did where Kelly tried to refuse to talk and we just fucking roasted him for 45 minutes?
That was my favorite show.
That was a good time.
I'm glad we're barreling towards that again.
We just broke him because he wanted to play the game so bad.
He just slowly slunk below his desk.
We wouldn't let him.
That's
I think I clipped that one highlight where I was like, "Hey, we should set the game going," and he just fucking perked right up, and I was like, "No, we're not gonna do that."
I
And
think
then-
I actually, I
and
think
then
I
he
actually remember
laughed
that.
and laughed.
Man, this is like the best hits of Born Under Punches episode, I guess, right here, eh?
This is the clip
Yeah.
show. That's when you know the show's jumped the shark. You got a clip show going.
No, you can have those recap episodes every so often. It's when you have like multiple recap episodes in a row. That's when it falls into filler territory.
Yeah. And for you real nerds of the show that have been keeping track, this is, if you've ever heard us reference Ryan, this is my partner Ryan.
Now all of the mystery is gone.
Yeah. Well, yeah, now they all know how handsome and wonderful he is, and I can't like shit on him and be like, oh yeah, my fucking partner, because everyone's gonna be like, fuck off, Nicole. He's obviously the fucking best person on the planet.
Thanks, Boo.
Oh, I'm saying that.
Say thanks, Boo, into the microphone.
Thanks, Boo.
There you go.
Yeah.
That's what performance is all about.
There you go.
All right.
No, I think we should continue with this. If David doesn't want to talk about his store, I think you should just interview Ryan about why he's the best and what he does.
Is this an eviction notice on your computer here or what? Just piece
Yeah,
of paper casually dangling off your computer monitor.
yeah. I'm constantly getting evicted
Good-
every time I get a good
yes,
studio
Andy, Kelly.
setup.
Good, yes, Andy.
Do we have to get out of here soon?
No, only by the end of the month.
Oh, perfect.
Yeah.
At least you have Christmas.
Mm-hmm.
Josh is looking for a roommate, I hear.
That's been taken up by Sasha, who's my only love now.
I thought you were getting another cat.
Until he arrives. Look, Rasta is just a temporary live-in roommate, and then I'll be getting another cat after that and fall in love with that one.
Oh, gotcha. Oh, you're cat sitting. Your cat's name is Rasta?
My friend Naboy's cat is Rasta, yes.
Naboot?
Naboy.
Nobu.
I'm your boy.
What is this name?
Are you guys? That's Noboy.
It's a Japanese name.
Oh, of course it is. I don't know why I expected anything different. I was
I don't know
just
why you
like
struggled that long
waiting
come
for him to
that
tell me what
conclusion.
language it was. I was like, yeah, go on, tell me about it.
Josh only has Japanese friends,
Mm-hmm.
You're
excluding like, yeah.
I was
the
about to
3
say-
white friends that he has. He's
I was
got.
about to start crying, be like, only Japanese ones.
They call him Josh the Weeboo.
Sorry, you had to find out this way.
What's going on over here?
Yeah, sorry, man. We thought you knew.
Oh shit,
What?
David,
Is
you're
this your
really,
first? Is this your first show?
David, you're really killing it
You
with
sound
the
like you're
bits.
going it somewhere here. So like, yeah, go ahead, interview me.
No, I just said what's going on over here, and
Oh,
then you looked at me like a fucking deer in the headlights.
I'm just
Then
patiently
there was this
listening.
20 seconds of silence, and then you said, "What?" Sorry, I woke you up from your nap. I guess we'll just stay on this side of the room.
So, David, what do you do for a
Not much.
living?
A little this, a little that. I don't like to get into it on the internet.
Of course. I mean, who wants to admit to being embroiled in the cruel hooks of capitalism, anyways, right?
That's what I'm talking about. Can we talk about Thomas Dang?
Sorry.
I
Who's
accept your
Thomas Dang?
apology.
You want me to explain the Thomas Dang situation? Okay, so the Thomas Dang situation is that Thomas Dang was the NDP MLA who had been whistleblowing on what allegedly was like the AHS website leaking or not protecting people's info very well. And the outcome of that was that the RCP searched his home, which is unsurprising because usually in a
For
whistleblower
those of you-
investigation, the first thing they do,
RCP is Rat Creek Press.
Right. Yep.
the Rock Creek Press came and checked out.
Search his home.
his
Are they allowed
place.
to do that?
Yeah, they've the Rat Creek Press is the new provincial police that these be created.
Right.
So
They're just calling themselves the press to be like get a little bit more sway with the public.
Is that a reference to that chick at West Summit Mall?
Sorry, was that English?
why do you look to me to explain the incomprehensible things you say?
I
Because you're
heard-
doing a great job explaining
All
the Thomas Dang thing.
Yeah,
I heard
well, I'm
chicken
extremely
wet,
smart, and by
sit
that
in
I
the
mean
bowl.
I looked this up like 2 hours ago to find out what all the fuss was about.
Kelly and I planned this bit.
Yeah.
Great.
And yeah, anyway, it's
Makes me
extremely
very
routine
up-to-date.
for the whistleblower to be the first person looked at, and it's also NDP party policy for anybody currently under investigation for any reason to step down, which is why he stepped down. Really, that's all we know.
Oh.
And immediately, as you can imagine, everyone has a million opinions on this, and they're all extremely well thought out.
Oh yeah, that
Sorry,
sounds
what
like the internet.
You
Yeah,
have to talk into this little red thing.
What
Here.
was he whistleblowing on exactly?
Yeah, bring it closer.
Yeah, it's right.
Still?
to-
You gotta
Yeah,
eat
like,
it,
you
man.
gotta
fucking eat
Look,
it.
look at the way Josh is holding it.
Yeah,
It's
you gotta eat it
beautiful.
like this.
This is
Oh,
why I
my
wouldn't
goodness.
let him put the red thing on my mic because who knows how many fucking mouths that thing's been in.
It's
Yeah,
never
that's
been on a
fair.
mouth in its life.
So
I bought it at
hold
the
on.
store
Yeah,
like
it's
2
like
hours
put your
ago.
mouth right up to the red
real
thing.
quick, let's rewind it back for a second. Did you hear what it said about that?
Yeah,
It's
I
never
did.
been on a mouth.
Oh,
It's been in several butts.
perfect. Yeah, that's talking out of your ass, right?
Yeah.
He had a question about what the whistleblowing is
Yeah.
about.
That was, I got you, boo. That was good.
What the whistleblowing was about?
Yeah. What did he whistle?
It was
blow on?
some kind of COVID screening or maybe vaccination stat. It was something to do with AHS, and people's info was being stored, and apparently not very securely. And so one of the inherent thing that comes up, literally anytime anyone says, "Hey, you have data vulnerabilities," is someone's going to respond by saying, "Well, you must have hacked us," and that is also another reason that it might lead to some sort of investigation. So who knows how that'll go?
I mean, if there's one thing I know about the government, it's that they care deeply about the safety and security of their civilian population. That is one thing I know about the government.
Paige, can we get a
studying history.
sarcasm alert flashed up on the screen?
Yeah.
If any
do
of my
it.
historical
3-4
studies
minutes
have
to
taught
see
me
that.
anything, it's that the government cares about the people that it governs.
Yeah, and that they won't try and just cover ass as soon as something like this happens.
Mhm. Yeah, that's been my experience as well. It's very astute of you guys.
See,
Great
I
re-
understand why you shit talk me, but I don't know what Paige ever did to you.
No, nothing. I just shit talking
Oh,
about.
okay.
Good recap though. I'm impressed.
Yeah, well, I mean, what else am I
Kelly
going to
doesn't
do?
know how to process compliments. He gets defensive.
I don't know how to process your compliments when like they're. It's like you have this like barcode pattern of, it's going to be like an insult, an insult, an insult, a compliment, an insult, a compliment, a compliment, an insult, and you're like, oh shit, I don't know what mood to be in.
That's fair.
I think
I
this
feel
is
like-
exactly how abusive relationships work.
I guess I don't know about David, but I feel like that's like a common theme among this group. Like I bet you if you compliment everyone in this group, they would have a reaction that was not thank you and then nothing else. Like there would definitely be like, oh god, don't even try and compliment Josh. He'll like moonwalk out of the room.
I complimented Paige earlier. I said she was looking good. You're looking good, Paige.
Okay, you know what? I think that it's time for a new segment, Compliments Corner.
New segment? What?
Our new segment.
Yeah, that's not how you pronounce it.
Nope.
Yeah,
No.
it's this is our proprietary term for segments because we don't want anybody horning in on our corner. So yeah,
I take umbrage with the term horning in, but go on.
all right. Well, it's noted. I would write in my notebook, be in my notebook. Are you writing the erotica?
I know. I
Write the erotica. So so this is Compliments Corner. David is gonna
What
hum.
happened to hands off the wheel?
Yeah, actually,
That's not producing. That's
this is
co-hosting.
my show, and yeah.
Yeah,
So
Okay.
But the
Kelly has to
co-host
write
job is to
score.
wrangle the host into
Okay.
writing.
Can you guys give me like 3 mythological creatures?
Unicorn.
Centaur.
That's 2.
The thing from Pan's
Hercules.
Labyrinth with the like eyes in its hands.
Okay, that's 4. I'll take that.
That's called the Pale
The
Man.
Pale Man. That's You
Mitch
guys seen the
McConnell?
quote about that from Guillermo del
Guillermo
Toro?
Guillermo del Toro. Yeah, he was basically like, it's an analogy for like, he's like, you'll notice that the Pale Man is white, and that he's eating like children essentially. And he's like, I
Mm.
wonder if that's a metaphor for anything.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's
his
Mitch McConnell.
yeah, his I think direct quote was, "It's not a coincidence that he is both pale and a man." Anyways, sorry.
If you're still taking suggestions, the hot fish dude from Shape of Water.
Oof.
I never watched Shape of Water, but I'm just gonna put Hot Fish Dude down and see what happens.
Yeah. You can even kind of substitute it with the hot fish dude that Ian played in our adventure 2 episodes ago.
The fact that Kelly keeps
Yeah.
referring to it as a hot fish dude really says a lot about Kelly's sexuality.
Well, did you see Shape of Water?
I did, and I regretted every minute of it.
Yeah, I
We
mean the
don't
fish
kink
dude
shame
was
here,
hot.
David.
That was the whole
I
point.
did not.
Pardon?
and
I said
think
we don't
I'm
kink shame here. Get with the
happy
program.
about that decision now.
I mean, I think it was a fine movie. It just shouldn't have won Best Picture that year. And I say that as a Guillermo del Toro fan.
Oh my god, I just had flashbacks to fucking Josh's movie pretentiousness.
Right. This is why it's not movie pretension corner. It's Compliments Corner, and David is gonna hum the theme song to Compliments Corner.
I like how
it's
knowledgeable
Compliment
Josh
Corner.
is about
Da-da-da-da-da-da.
That was a great tune, and I'm very sorry that the one time Ryan put the mic right against his mouth was talking over your theme song.
That checks out.
So with that, I'll go first. Ryan, you look nice today.
What a very specific and pointed compliment that wasn't generic and well not thought out at all.
Okay, so I haven't worked out the rules for Compliments Corner in terms of who goes in what order, and like whether we compliment everyone or if it's a Secret Santa or we each compliment one person.
Kelly, I think that if you were going for like Popeye after a like 3-week bender, then you're really nailing that look.
I mean,
Thank you.
I was going for Popeye, kind of like I was going for Popeye, kind of amped up on meth, but is that the same ballpark?
What about when I called him John LaJoy off Wish? Does that count as a compliment?
You call me low budget, so I don't feel like it quite lands, but
I think that depends how you feel about John LaJoie. Like, is he a positive figure or a negative figure?
85% sure that he pronounces it LaJoy.
Yeah, well, I know how French works, so
I'm with Kelly on this one.
You know how names work?
you were also 80% sure that there was no N in our show name.
Yeah, I think we can all agree with that.
Compliments Corner is going so well.
Yeah. So actually, the story
Nicole,
behind
you
the...
have to give a compliment now.
Oh yeah, sure. Just quick background.
No.
for our guests.
We're on Compliments Corner, Nicole.
Well, I don't know who I'm gonna compliment.
What is determining the turn order here?
I am.
Okay,
Very
thank
clearly,
you. I'm
I'm
glad you're in
determining the
charge.
turn order.
I'm taking my hands off the wheel.
Josh?
No, Josh's already been complimented.
Yeah, I did it.
Oh, sorry, I missed that. What did you say to Josh?
That he was very knowledgeable about movies.
Oh.
And then I immediately got uncomfortable.
Yeah, he was gonna leave.
You didn't. I'm surprised you didn't tell him his beard was good.
Your beard is good, and you're good at getting around this part of town.
Perfect. Okay, I'm gonna give you a genuine compliment. So sincerity alert.
There's 4 of us here.
Well, you're gonna find out. It's a surprise. This is a
And also
shotgun
Paige.
blast.
Paige is
so-
a person.
Yeah, true. Paige is in the room though, so like I feel like out of sight, out of mind, and whatnot. I guess yeah. Okay, 2. I think you're a wonderful producer, and I appreciate how on the ball you are. David, I love the way that you run your shop, and I appreciate that you are trying to do capitalism in an ethical way.
Right back at you, kitten. You look.
I. Oh.
We had to throw that out the window though over Christmas, so we are doing a Boxing Day sale.
Ooh, a Boxing Day sale. Why is that throwing it out the window? What is bad about Boxing
So here's
Day
the problem
sales?
with Boxing Day. Unless Kelly, you want to take this?
No, you're doing great running the show. I think you should just keep going with it.
So the problem with Boxing Day is that it is basically built around the idea of, hey, we're going to give you a deal and incentivize you coming in. But in reality, it's built around, here's all the shit that we couldn't sell throughout the year. So we're going to put a little red sticker on it, make you think you're getting a bargain. But realistically, all we're doing is burning off old inventory that people wouldn't buy normally.
Fair.
And it also creates a sense of like urgency around, you have to come in now to buy all this shit. So it's the same thing as it's the same thing as Black Friday in the States.
Gotcha.
It's just like consumerism and capitalism, like just fucking distilled into its darkest form.
Mashing together. Perfect.
I like it.
Well,
I like
as
it a lot.
someone that like
I want to make sure that we acknowledge.
Yeah,
Top
gay
tier.
gay Boxing Day on the other hand, I don't know. That also sounds like a hate crime waiting to happen.
Yeah.
Like, can we make sure that gay box is considered one word so that we're not calling it like we're not getting two gay people just boxing and like
Gay dash Boxing Day.
Yeah, exactly. But yes, I'm down for gay boxing day. I'm gonna pronounce it that way.
I like that you put his pause between the box and the ing. That was very.
I think that's the best way that we can determine that this
Fair.
is indeed a bit.
You just got to pronounce
not
the
a bit.
hyphen, gay box hyphen ing day.
What about Beatboxing Day?
Yeah, that's happening right now.
That's
No, keep going. This is great.
please never.
Cole's Beatboxing Corner is the segment we've all
Mix
been
this
waiting
in
for.
with the ogre porn.
There's no ogres in this porn. You guys listed 5 things and none of them were ogres.
We listed
So.
4, first of all.
Well, Kelly then added the hot fish dude from the
Not
Shape
a
of Water,
mythological creature.
isn't it?
Nope.
I mean,
It's
It was
real.
in one movie. I think in order for there's a lot of I didn't have a minor in the fucking most
Okay, a
useless-
Baba Yaga.
There you go.
Baba
Baba
Yaga.
Yaga is definitely mythological. Look at her scribble away.
Yeah.
That really she really just put a fucking button on that story for her.
yeah, absolutely. Baba
She
Yaga is
got-
totally getting down with
you were
Hercules.
a fucking muse there.
Well, you know, I
Also,
this is why she
Muse
keeps me
is a
around.
mythological creature too, but don't put that in the story.
I suppose, yeah. I'm not. Why can't I put that in the story?
I'm not here to tell you what you can and can't do.
I wanted the pale man to be writing a song in the corner, and that would have been the perfect character to button it. But
How about those sleep paralysis demons that like sit on your chest and make you unable to breathe?
I think that's just like general
You got it. You got this, Josh. Work
sleep
it out.
paralysis
Work it out.
problem and not a
You got it, buddy.
not a
Oh,
mythological
so close
issue.
to making a good joke.
No,
there's
it's a
good
common
jokes
thing
here.
across like several cultures is they all have like sleep paralysis demons.
something sounds like my wife. Am I right?
Nice.
Thank you.
Air 5.
Did we land the segment with compliments corner?
Yeah, we're
Did we
done.
wrap it up?
We've
Well,
wrapped
nobody
it up.
complimented Kelly.
Well,
I did. I said he looked like if
Okay, you put a
Popeye went on-
qualifier on it, which is not making it a full compliment. Paige, do
Oh,
you got a
sorry.
compliment
I'm
for
sorry.
Kelly?
We have an update from Thomas Dang here.
oh boy.
Oh,
This is a
dang.
Breaking
statement
news.
on today's events. This morning, while away on personal time, I was notified by a family member that a search warrant had been executed on my home by the RCMP. I believe this warrant was executed in relation to the vulnerabilities of the COVID-19 vaccination records on the Government of Alberta website. In September, a concern was raised to me as a member of the Legislative Assembly about the security of the vaccination record system. I tested these concerns and found that a security flaw did exist. I immediately notified Alberta Health with the relevant information so that the vulnerability could be corrected. It was resolved shortly thereafter. I have offered my resignation from the Alberta NDP opposition caucus to our leader while the investigation is ongoing, and she has accepted it. I look forward to the speedy resolution of this matter and will continue to steadfastly stand up for my constituents as an MLA. So here's a fun fact about Thomas Dang. He was one of the guests for our grand opening at Plamondon Games, located at 11805 94th Street, and is quite an avid gamer himself.
Oh, dang.
Remember, everyone, the police aren't on your side.
That's the biggest takeaway from all this.
Hey, actually, along those lines, what sort of whistleblower protections do we have in Canada/Alberta? Does anyone know?
If it's specific to Alberta, I bet you it's worse.
Very
Yeah.
very little. I was reading like not even an armchair expert, like just really on the outside looking in, but there was a lot of discussion, same as probably what Kelly was looking at online, about how this is like SOP for this sort of thing happening.
Mhm.
If you are a whistleblower, they will come after you, is basically what I read to be like the pattern of behavior. So this is like, as much as I do agree with Kelly that this is like the UCP just like trying to fucking shut things down to protect themselves, I
Yeah.
do think this is more or less SOP for like
Okay.
situations
So
around this.
why is this SOP then? Do you guys know for?
Mike,
Jeez,
my-
I think I am. Yeah.
Just like staple it to your chin and then.
So why is this SOP then for doing this sort of stuff? Like, why does the RCMP
Like
have
for
to go?
police?
Yeah.
Oh man.
Is it something about like having to do this?
I think
to,
it's
like,
because the
document that they've done it,
leadership
or-
in RCMP is like a bunch of old white guys and they don't really understand cybersecurity.
Yeah.
So like
No,
they
it was-
can't wrap their head around the fact that like pointing out a security flaw is not the same as creating a security flaw.
Yeah, no. So maybe what I'm getting at is this in particular just a cybersecurity or just whistleblowing in general? So if there's like some other.
The context that I was reading about, again, not an expert on this. Can you get a big not an expert for me page? Is that
It can't
it's
flash, but
specific
it can
to-
scroll.
Why can't it flash? I used to make it flash.
Oh, you have to click it manually. Well, I mean, we don't pay Paige as much as we paid you.
I think it's mostly cybersecurity. Is the
We pay
context I was reading about.
her less than $0.
Yeah, she pays me.
She has to pay Kelly to do the show.
Yeah.
like God forbid, like you go like white hat hacker.
White hack,
even
hack, hack.
even if you even can define this as such, which I would not say so. But
Actually, why not?
no, that's what I mean. It's like this guy's being a white hat hacker. That's
Yeah.
it's a fucking pain in the ass thing to say.
That makes you a black hat Stevedore.
And
I'm a brown hat.
it's like I'm trying to get a lot of sensory and input at once right now, but so my apologies. But like
Not so
God-
easy doing the
You
show
look
in
God
really
person,
good
is it?
doing this, Josh.
Oh, thank you. That's gonna definitely help with this all.
I know.
White hat
That's
hacker
what-
Thomas Dang to the rescue.
God forbid that someone tries to do the right thing in showing a security flaw rather than exploiting it, and then the cops are just like, let's just kick in your door instead.
Yeah, no,
like-
no good deed goes unpunished.
Yeah, let's definitely incentivize people to do the right thing and not the bad thing. If they're just gonna get raided anyways, you might as well try to make some fucking money out of the deal, I guess.
Thomas Dang's a good guy. That's all I'm saying.
I mean, in the most charitable interpretation possible, like if we lived in a hypothetical utopian society to be set up that had law enforcers who acted in good faith, hypothetically, you would probably at some point like include a person who was pointing out security vulnerabilities as part of your like larger investigation. Like you would look at it. It's not like he was arrested. He wasn't charged. Like a search is a search. With that being said, are these people acting in good faith? I don't know.
You trying to get my attention? What are you banging on my mic stand?
Because I am passively aggressively mad at you for having a mic stand.
You have a mic stand, you dumb bitch.
Again, moral of the story is that the RCMP isn't looking out for you, and you should probably be aware of that before you go and tell them shit.
It doesn't sound like he told them. Sounds like he told AHS.
Oh, even better then. So they just like,
Get them,
let's
boys.
let's be dicks and just kick in the door.
Bake them away, toys.
Mhm.
Just do what the kid says.
That's a Simpson reference.
It is.
It is, yeah.
Thank God there's some nerds on the couch. You can catch that. This is really improved our situation.
Ryan only speaks in Simpsons references.
Langoliers?
Yeah, sort of.
I don't know Langoliers. I have not listened or read too many Stephen King novels. I think.
What about the
She,
Lumineers?
she brought you in as like the fucking Stephen King expert.
No.
Yeah,
the-
that's-
Yeah, she did.
I'm a
and
little
I would say
embarrassed now.
more along the lines of like esoteric nerd knowledge than like Stephen King in specific.
I'm gonna need it for instance.
For in
Not-
Say some,
Not-
say something that's not some weeb shit. I
Yeah.
dare you.
I was gonna
Not
say,
some-
hit him with
I
some
dare
weeb shit.
Not some weeb shit and not some fucking bullshit pretentious movie shit.
well, now you're really cutting out my options. This is fucking nonsense. Let's see. I mean, one of the things I like to study is
Now he studies it.
for
Stu-
fun.
Studying is what you say when you're obsessive and you don't want people to make fun of you for it.
I mean, fair. It's like medieval history in the Far East. So,
Sort of weeby.
You've got my interest.
like, I'm right now trying to like learn a little bit more about post-Mongol China because I looked at a lot of like Mongol China governance, which was super fun. Like going from Genghis Khan conquering Middle China down to like the invasions at the island at Tsushima, as well as just like post Kublai Mongol like disintegration of their empire into the 4 sections, and that's sort of where I'm trying to spend a little bit of my time right now.
I've got a board game called The Great Wall that's all about the Mongol invasion of China.
It's a really interesting part of history, and people should look into it. It's also extremely bloody.
Oh, you like board games? Name 5 of them.
Settlers of Catan, Telestrations, Pit,
Okay, well,
code
are we
names
are we
Boss
calling
Monster.
are we calling Telestrations a board game?
Yeah, that's boards that you write on. It's a game.
Exactly.
Is there boards?
They're like whiteboards. They're thin whiteboards,
I feel
flexible, almost paper-like.
like okay.
Are we gonna get into the pedantics of board games, card games, and tabletop games?
Yeah, that sounds like something that people would definitely log in to watch.
Settlers is a gimme.
Mm-hmm. So David, from what I understand, you're a huge Settlers fan. Do you want to talk
Is
a
that a
little
fat
bit
joke?
about it?
It was a fat compliment.
Yeah, I'm a big fan of anything that helps recreate the magic of colonization.
Cool.
Mhm.
Well,
Well, that's good. That's not gonna help your security deposit.
Mhm.
go on. Keep telling your story. I got this covered.
Perfect.
Kelly spills
That did
something
like
once a show.
fucking
I would.
180 fall too. Like that didn't just fall. That like fucking. Boop.
Yeah, I did the whole toast thing.
Yeah,
where
it
it's
really
better
did.
side down.
Better side down.
Mhm.
Unless you butter the wrong side. That's the joke. That's the whole joke of that. You know that, right?
Okay.
You really had to process it.
I was like, David's smarter than me. I'm sure that this joke is smarter than it sounds, but I was
But
wrong.
no.
It's not the joke. It's not, that's the whole thing. It's like the whole thing is like toast will always fall butter side down,
Mhm.
but in reality it won't. And then if they're like, well, it fell and it wasn't butter side down, it's like, well, you buttered the wrong side.
Oh, it was smarter than I thought it was. That makes sense.
Yeah. So in summation,
So you're saying it won't happen
colonization.
every time? Like it maybe only happens if you intentionally flip the toast off the edge of the couch so that it lands butter side down on the carpet. Like you were
So-
planning to do it the whole time.
Like, I don't understand what the fucking benefit of this is.
I just think it looks nicer than the
Definitely does not.
raw wood.
It doesn't.
Oh well,
I know there's not many things in this world that look better than raw wood. So,
yeah.
What about your bowl there?
oh, you mean D's nuts?
Man, you were just throwing a softball there. Thank God you hit it.
Not the first one tonight.
Heyo, looking at you, babe.
Ryan, tell us about your soft balls.
Tell us about your snoot.
It's
What's your
better than
shampoo
my
routine?
Soft penis.
Oh, can we talk about shampoo? Had a fucking scare today.
Yeah, well, I want to hear about this. Oh, now we're having a moment here.
Yeah.
Okay,
So I'm sitting there at work,
right,
minding my own business.
Yep.
Building an empire.
of course.
And then Haley was like, "Oh shit!" And I was like, "What happened? You got my attention now." And she said, "I just found out that the shampoo I use is potentially causing blood cancer and leukemia."
Blood cancer. Actually, this is what leukemia is, isn't it?
I don't know.
Okay, it just sounds
I look
cooler
like a
when you
fucking
call it
doctor
blood
to you?
cancer.
Leukemia is for the bones, isn't it?
I don't know. I
Like the
mean,
marrow
you're
to
the
make blood.
doctor here, Nicole. Is leukemia blood cancer?
Yes.
Okay.
And then I was like, just like as a joke, I was like, "It's not herbal essence, is it?" And she's like, "It is herbal essence." Then I had to fucking spend the next 20 minutes finding out whether or not this herbal essence that I use is going to cause blood cancer.
Yeah, that's why I just buy hippie shit from the hippie store because it's only ever made of like dirt and leaves.
Yeah, dirt and leaves never kill anybody.
That's right.
That's why my dad always told me to rub dirt in my cuts because it doesn't hurt anybody, right?
No, it's because your dad wanted you to die at a young age.
I mean, that again, German parents make sense.
Yeah, he had 3 kids, so it's
Yeah, if the
fine.
oldest one dies, well, that's one less mouth to feed.
It was a hard life in DePaul.
Dark.
Oh boy. Oh my
So, Nicole, since you're in charge, can I pitch a segment?
God. Look at this fucking
You mean a
shoddy
segment?
table work he's got.
Well, I wasn't expecting him to actually sit on the couch. I thought he was going to demurely. Here,
No, we're doing this live.
all right.
This is your punishment.
This is something people would tune in to watch, I think.
Yeah,
Yeah.
actually, yeah. Make sure you're visible on camera while you try to untangle it. Maybe can we get like a timer going and like
Yeah.
if he can't do it in under 5 minutes, he has to give a certain amount to charity. Speaking of charity,
My ex?
yeah.
My ex's
Speaking
name
of
is-
your ex,
My ex's name is Charity.
does she
Charity-
work at Long McQuaid?
Charity Mac? No, but I went to Long McQuaid yesterday.
Right. So I went to Long McQuaid today to buy these clown noses for the microphones.
On White F?
Yeah.
They got good service there.
Yeah, they were really
Oh,
nice.
can we talk about fucking Josh Cornell at Long McQuaid at Highlands?
What the fuck are you talking about?
I'm talking about fucking Josh Cornell at Highlands Long McQuaid.
Love that guy.
You
That's
fucking
a,
piece
that's
of
a
shit.
made up name.
No.
Josh Cornell is his name. Is burned into my memory.
Oh, I
I
mean,
fucking hate Josh Cornell.
Okay.
fuck that guy.
What is this?
I'm on
Josh,
board.
this is
I'm on board
David's-
with whatever's happening
This is
right
David's enemy corner.
now.
All right, wait. We need the theme song first. Ryan, can you hum the theme
Conflicts
song to
Corner.
David's enemy corner, and then he'll tell us about it?
I like Conflict Corner. I'm gonna talk over his fucking.
Oh, it's so nice when no one talks over your theme song, isn't it?
Turnabout is fair play. So picture this: I put about somewhere between $400 to $1,000 in rentals in Long McQuaid every month. I'm a big deal in the audio world.
Of course, this is why I have you here.
So I had, I don't know, like 15 XLR cables, and I put Abraham in charge of wrapping them up, and Abraham did a piss poor job of it. So I go to drop them off, and I'm a busy man. They call me the Big Show for a reason.
Mhm.
And I show up and I bring all the stuff, and then Joss Cornell looks at the cables. He's like, "Well, these aren't wrapped up very nice." And I was like, "Yeah, what are you gonna do?" And then he proceeds to sit there and unwrap every single fucking cable and rewrap them before he'll fucking check my rental in. I was fucking fuming.
To be fair, you said, "What are you gonna do?" And then he did what he was gonna do.
Yeah.
So it kind of feels like you challenged him, and then he like rose to
And
the
then
challenge.
he used the minuscule amount of power that he had to fucking waste 20 minutes of my day.
Which I mean, as a retail worker, like I don't know. Like I feel like if I was like as a retail worker, you
I know,
had that
but
tiny
here's
amount of
Here's the
power.
mentality you have to put yourself in if you want to be Josh Cornell. As a retail worker who had visions of being a big name rock star and who fucking failed after making 6 tweets, then yes, that's right. I looked him up. I went,
That's how mad you were.
oh yeah, I was fucking livid. You know what I didn't do though?
Paige, can you bring up Joss Cornell's Twitter feed with the screen share on here?
That would be fucking tight. CORNELL JOS Cornell.
Oh, no, it's not even 2 S's.
Mhm.
Wait, is
Already
JOS like initials like Joe Bluth
Nope.
or Jeb
His
Bush?
name is Joss Cornell, but he is the president of JOS Productions, so I mean he's got that going for him.
I bet they wrap their cords really nicely at Joss.
Well,
Yeah, so my question is, was the villain
Sorry.
in this
Sorry,
story
he's
Joss
the pres.
Cornell
Yeah,
or
the
Abe for
villain-
not wrapping the cords
the
properly?
villain of this story is fucking Joss Cornell. I made Abe come down to the fucking. I called Abe. I was like, "You need to get down here," and I made him sit there and watch Joss Cornell fucking wrap cables with me.
I feel like that's fair.
You know what I didn't do? Because I'm not a cunt. I didn't complain to his manager. I just fucking outed him.
You
on
just
2
complained to the
different-
entire internet.
Exactly. I
Yeah.
outed him on 2 different Twitch shows.
Yeah, we've
for,
got like
for anyone
0
keeping track,
followers, so
Born Under Punches is officially neutral on Joss Cornell.
speak for yourself. It's my show, and I fucking hate him.
Oh,
I'm
okay.
siding with our guest now. So
Okay.
on
Our
board,
stance has
Steve.
been updated.
yes,
Hey, Kelly, since you're over there and I don't want to crawl over 2 other people, do you want to give me another chorus?
I would like to see you crawl over 2 other people.
Yeah, he'd crawl over me all day.
Yeah.
Jesus.
Josh or Ryan was talking the other day about how he.
Well, if you
misses
want
when
to
he used crawl all
fucking
over
Joss
him.
Cornell in 2016 was doing an intro to native instruments at Machine Weekend Workshop.
I'm sure this will go completely well here, and I'm a fat tub of shit.
Well, but we
Good luck,
need
Josh.
these visuals, Josh, because if there's not
Cue
stuff
up
to
the
watch
Mission Impossible
that's
theme.
like that has stakes, because this is all happening live. We're not doing extra takes. This is what separates us from
Look at this
what
piece of shit.
separates us from the fucking podcasters. I'm seeing a lot of open tabs here. You got to climb under. Well, it's not designed to be walkthrough. It's designed to block my kitchen so it can be messy.
There.
Okay. 1 follower. Oh, we're kicking his ass. We have like 4.
Hell
Joss
yeah!
Cornell, you piece of shit. Coming for you, Joss.
Okay. Who else is up on Enemy's Corner?
Oh my god, I got a fucking list.
Are you checking it twice though?
Is it because you admire Richard Nixon? Is that
Hey,
why
it
you
is
have
a
an Enemy's
Christmas
list?
themed show.
Was that for me? Thanks.
Well, that does segue to the segment I did want to pitch to you.
Yep.
Uh,
I only want Joss to get 50 followers if everyone's going on to tell him what a piece of shit he is. And also, pretty ambitious page. We have literally 1 watcher right now.
that's like infinite
Jen?
% improvement over the last episode. So.
I know I'm a big draw. It's not
Yeah.
Jen. You think Jen's gonna watch this shit? No, it's my other girlfriend Lorenzo.
Oh, Lorenzo. I met him.
He's the
Nice.
best.
So the segment is called Holiday Zone.
Perfect.
Really
Yeah.
crushing these.
Thank you.
Get ready for the holiday zone. Can you put some effects on the mic? Does your board have
Is this
effects?
where
Do you
we
have echo?
talk about
I
exclusively
don't- I'm
Jingle All the
kind of
Way
scared
and
of
how
all the
good of a
nods. I don't know
movie
what they
it
all do.
is, and how fantastic when our
You're plugged into channel 2.
How artistic it is.
yes, yeah, definitely artistic.
All right.
I
I,
don't
think
think
it
there's
really
effects.
captures
Holy fuck! This board doesn't even
veins
have
of
an effects. I definitely
consumerism.
did not recommend that you buy this board.
I have receipts. I will go find the chats.
Please
Jingle
do.
All the Way
Let's
is
do it
not
right
a
now.
good movie.
Did I say something to
Yeah,
the
of
effect of
course
like, yeah,
you
that's
wouldn't-
probably
of
good.
course you would
Having
say
a
that,
fucking
Josh.
side
It's
talk.
not
Okay,
in
well, hold
black
on.
and
We have to
white
take-
trying to do a
or
goddamn
green.
show and
David,
they're having a
Josh
fucking
is
side
talking about movies. We have to interrupt this right now. So
What do you think I was doing?
welcome to Holiday Zone.
You were interrupting me, interrupting them.
We have previously established this is a stance of the show, if I recall, that we are not big on Christmas as it is traditionally practiced. And
Ooh.
what?
Christmas is awesome.
We're not big on the pageantry of it. I don't know. Back me up here. Is you two that I was agreeing with?
Us too?
Or have I thrown you under the bus in your relationship? Have you spent the whole time pretending to Ryan that you love Christmas?
Oh, I've got a Christmas story we can talk about. Just ties into my enemy corner.
All right.
All right, let's hear it.
Let's
No,
get
I'm
this
sorry.
crossover going on here.
Kelly's gonna lose his
Don't
guy.
look to me for permission. Nicole's the host.
Is it? Are you going to talk about Booster and how he's the worst sidekick?
Are you streaming the show you're currently on Twitch?
We've got some Inception level shit here.
Fucking sociopath.
You guys don't do this?
Well,
wanna
yeah, I do, but I
quickly check
mute
if
it.
I nailed that quote.
That's how I put my smart ass comments on Twitch as we go.
Do that all the time on my Twitch show.
All right, let's hear your Christmas
Yo, what's
story,
the fucking
David.
story?
What story?
All right, so back to the holiday zone.
So here's the story. I have a sister-in-law. I'm not allowed to say her name because I will get in trouble for that.
If you know the name of David's sister-in-law, write in on
I
Twitch
like
or
all
YouTube,
of them.
and Paige will put it on the screen.
Here, let me. There's a whole background. This is second Christmas problem. This isn't even first Christmas problem. This is like 2 Christmases back to back here that I've apparently ruined Christmas because of my problematic behavior.
Oh man, I like where this is going already.
Yeah.
Hold on one second. I gotta
It's
go.
probably also going to be better than when I ruined Christmas through rampant alcoholism and drinking straight from a boxed wine box.
Yeah, I would call that problematic behavior.
Okay, first of all, oh my god, where is this video? Where's this picture?
Well, the reason I brought up our stance on Christmas
Yeah,
was
fill
to
some
point
time in.
out that we have actually scheduled this show on the winter solstice. We definitely did this on purpose.
Wasn't the winter solstice yesterday?
No, it's today.
No,
it's
it's today.
21st.
No, I don't.
This is
fucking-
definitely the whole reason we planned
follow
this. It has
white
nothing to
people
do
shit.
with the only day
That's
Nicole is
tagging
willing
on
to
you.
talk to us.
What do you think the Druids were?
The solstice is like literally like an astronomical thing.
Right, and who celebrated it? The
I don't know.
Druids.
Me.
And the
Well-
Druids are Irish, and Irish people are
Me and my
No, but
hippie
it's like-
cousin.
Literally, when the sun
White.
is closer, the earth is closer.
white.
I think a lot of pagans celebrate the solstice. It's kind of we're all under the same sun. We're all looking at it and be like, hey, it's the shortest day.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Is it's like a
Maybe not like
physical
equatorial
thing.
people, but fuck them.
But I mean, like, so when
Okay,
we
first
talk about-
question.
Oh,
What's
here we
your
go.
what's your thoughts on this? I don't know if I have a way to get this up on the screen. What are your thoughts on this when you look at that?
That looks like a gollywog cat.
Okay, explain what gollywog means.
Okay, so a gollywog is
Oh yeah.
like I think predominantly in
It's blackface.
yeah, it's like but it's like a blackface doll
Mm.
and that you give to a child. And
Well, used to give to children. You probably shouldn't give them to children anymore.
yeah, well I think it's like super common for some reason in like Australia.
This is gonna really test the boundaries of my relationship at home, my marriage. That's fine.
Wait, so like that's your wife's gollywog?
No, this is my sister-in-law's.
Mm.
So I show up at my sister-in-law house, and first of all, like you know me, I like to live big. I like to live wide. I like to live wide.
Sure. Now are you calling yourself fat now?
No, I'm saying I'm
Okay.
here for a good time, not a long time.
Right.
So they're just like the most like vanilla people in the world. Like they literally maybe go to a dog park for like 3 hours. We didn't have a dog. That's just their idea of a good time is just hanging out at a dog park.
Okay, I'm gonna be offended by the story, but go on.
Not my idea of a good time. This is the main takeaway from this. So we're just sitting there in their living room. I'm waiting for something exciting to happen, and then I look over. Lorenzo just texted me. He just started watching it and he's going to get in trouble. So I look over and I see this, and this is some wild shit. So I was like, well, I have a black friend. So I take a picture of it and I send it to my black friend, Black Mike, and I say, is this racist? It feels racist. And he said, yep. Are you at a plantation? And then I say, pretty close. And then I take pictures of the house because it does look like a print. And then he's like, whose grandma's house is this? And why do they have framed pictures of dogs? Now, I don't recall exactly how the sister-in-law found out that I took and sent this picture to Mike, but she did. And then it turned into a whole big fucking thing because apparently she doesn't want people to think she's racist. And in my opinion, if you don't want people to think you're racist, don't have racist shit in your house. That's step one.
This is like
That's
people.
step one.
This is
Oh,
like when
I gotta
people.
write that down.
This is like when people have like Nazi memorabilia in their house and like, but I'm not a Nazi. And you're like, well, why do you have a swastika then?
And I genuinely
Why do you
bel-
have a Nazi costume?
like
Yeah.
just because of how like benign and fucking vanilla they are, I genuinely don't believe that she understands how racist this is. Like
No,
she's-
that's how a lot of this stuff goes. Is it just comes from ignorance more than actual malice, which doesn't make it like too much better. But it's like,
and who cares if some
Yeah.
random black person in Alabama thinks you're racist? Like they're never gonna fucking meet. Like,
yeah,
so who cares?
yeah,
She
move
made
on
a
with
big
your life.
fucking deal about it. And also, she didn't want people seeing pictures of her house, which again, fucking crazy to me. But anyways, so that was like 2 Christmases ago. Then she posts like in November some Facebook post about. I don't have pictures of this. I wish I did. She's like, "Oh, I don't care." She's like, "I'm standing against the stigma. Like we're decorating early. We're celebrating Christmas, whatever."
Well, there's a war on Christmas, David. Didn't you know that?
And then my wife comments. I don't remember what she commented. It was just some dumb thing. And then she commented again. And I'm like, if you comment twice on the same fucking post without anyone commenting back, I'm gonna call you out on it. Because that's just no.
You always have the most obtuse Facebook drama.
Not on
Like
my
this is like the
fucking watch.
5th time that you've just been like, okay, I have to talk for like 20 minutes about Facebook posts.
This is about the holidays.
All right.
I'm going in with your segment.
Sorry, holiday zone. You're
Oh
right.
my god, we're in the fucking holiday zone, Kelly. Keep up with your own
Holodome.
goddamn show. Oh my god.
Oh, I do like.
You're not
Holodome.
gonna make it work. I'm not gonna allow it. So
Okay.
I comment saying she's just excited because we canceled Christmas this year. Just like a fucking dumb throwaway comment. Who cares? Just a dumb Facebook thing.
Yeah.
And then she says, the sister-in-law says, "Oh no, why?" And I was like, "Oh, now I'm being baited into a fucking conversation. I was just here to fucking say something dumb and then leave and then be done with Facebook for the day." And then I was like, what did I say? Oh, I was like, and then I was like, okay, well, let me turn it into something nice because again, they're the most fucking vanilla grandmother people in the world. I was like, since we can't come up to see you guys for Christmas, there's no point, right? Just like a fucking
Yeah,
nice
it's a
thing.
nice thing.
Mhm.
And then she's like, "Oh, well, Zeus and the girls deserve to be spoiled. Zeus being our dog and the girls being our 2 cats." This is the kind of person that I'm dealing with right now.
Oh boy.
Zeus and the Girls is also my
the
what
title
Go
for
on, come
Nicole's.
on, get it.
I'm
you got
going
it. Go on, my Kelly.
what the
You got
fuck
it.
is the
You're
name
so
of that
close.
stupid genre? My bubblegum pop band. Oh, thank God.
Oh, I was gonna go with my Hellenistic drama.
I stepped on your bit and I apologize.
I-
You
I
had the right
fucked up.
instincts,
Oh,
but I do need you to talk to
This
that
is
mic.
why I'll never be the real
I need you to
host. I
not-
just
well,
fumbled
I
the
thought
ball
this
so
might be a
hard.
name for mythology porn.
Yeah,
Well,
that's
that's
what
why
that's what I was gonna say.
Well, that's why I said Hellenistic drama.
Hmm.
So
Oh, sorry. That was the super. In case you guys missed that, that was the very Josh way of saying mythology porn. Go on.
so yeah, just like so this is the kind of person I'm dealing with. Zeus and the girls deserve to be spoiled.
Mhm.
And I was like, I was like, now I'm just devolving the conversation into gifts. So I was like, what did I say? Not on my watch. Like some just gift that said not on my watch. Then she says, "You're really ruining the like fun holiday vibe that I'm trying to build here." And
And
then
you're
I
like, what?
Then I responded back with another gift that just said, "My job here is done." Then she private messages me and she says, "Hey, can you delete your comments?" She's like, "It's really like making me unhappy or whatever." And she's like, she's like, "I deleted the post, but then I didn't feel good about that. So if you can just delete your comments." I'm like, "Fine, no problem." Like, I don't care. It's fucking Facebook.
Okay.
So I delete my comments and then I go out about my day. And then like an hour later, I call Jen just to like check in with her. And then I was like, "Your fucking sister or something else." And she's like, "Oh, I know. She's been messaging me for the last hour about this." And then I fucking lose my mind. And I do feel bad about it. I was yelling at Jen. And it wasn't at Jen, but I was yelling about the situation and directed it towards Jen.
Mhm.
Because, like, what kind of fucking bullshit safe space is this shit? I didn't attack her. I didn't criticize her. Like, none of this shit was about her. And she comes from, like, she was in a really abusive relationship, so she's got a lot of all that bullshit. But I'm like, apparently in her mind, I was fucking canceling Christmas and I wasn't letting Jen celebrate Christmas and like shutting everything down. It's like Jen doesn't like Christmas any more than I do. And I'm just like, she just manufactured this whole fucking thing in her head, and I just fucking lost it on Jen.
And this concludes our segment, David's Therapy Hour. No, I'm way into canceling Christmas because it's the solstice, and I think we should come up with some new ways of celebrating holidays.
Or just don't celebrate holidays. Can we just live in a fucking time where we don't have to make up fucking reasons to celebrate?
Right. Well,
Yeah, we're in a
this is a
pandemic.
specific pitch I wanted to make to you
To
because
me?
I
Oh
was
my
thinking
God.
of a new holiday that it can be like you can be all inclusive. Everyone can enjoy it.
I'm out already.
It can be appreciative of winter. It can be anti-colonial. Christmas.
Just deck them. Just fucking deck them right now.
I was writing porn, and so I missed that. But it took me
Christmas.
it took me
Nicole.
the awkward silence to catch it, and I really appreciate that. Really
Um,
appreciate that joke.
I
Thank you,
mean,
Kelly.
the nice thing about holidays is that I get
Oh,
paid.
Josh was gonna save you.
The nice thing about holidays is that I get paid to not be at work, and I always support me not having to work for money.
Can I blow your mind for a second, Josh?
What's that?
Like 90% of the fucking civilized world just gives you free time off because it's a human right.
Yeah, we should
Yes,
just take
but
time
we
off.
live in
For,
a garbage hellscape.
we
so-
should
I
just take
know.
time off for Christmas. We'll demand time off for Christmas. We should start a movement.
The moral of the story is that if I can get away with it right now in this hellscape we live in and get some paid days off, I'll fucking take them.
I don't know what that's supposed to be.
Paige is trying to get us to pivot to the game.
Oh, well,
Oh.
So we can do that. But I did
Do we
want to talk
have
about
I think we're having
holidays
such a good
because
fucking roll here.
Yeah,
I
like
think
legitimately,
people just want more of this.
yeah, like
I think
legitimately,
people just want more of this.
we can just keep bullshitting, and that would not break my heart because my scenario for this week fucking sucks.
Yeah, let's just do this.
why are we falling into David's trap? You're breaking Paige's heart.
Yeah, I think.
I'm cool with chilling too.
Yeah, see, look, that's 3-1 right now. We just need to sway Nicole, and she's easily peer pressured.
Nicole, you have the only vote because you are the
I
host.
resent that. I'm the only vote.
Nicole, do you want to side with the fucking Stevedore, or do you want to side with the cool kids on the couch?
Atlantis needs saving, Nicole.
You're right, and the only person that can say
Nicole, talk in your
Atlantis is
microphone.
the hot fish dude in my story. Do you guys
Yeah, why don't we just listen to Nicole's story and
We-
then we just pretend that's the role playing game, and then we can go back to fucking having a good time.
It's funny you mentioned role playing because I'm just kidding.
I thought she was gonna propose.
Like, is your
propose
story
something.
ready? Because I had another segment ready to go.
She's got a lot of energy.
yeah, I do.
right
I do
now.
need another 5 minutes. So you go ahead.
Okay,
With your
so this segment that I was segueing into, when you started yelling at me about how much you hate 50% of the concept of the show.
But I love the other 50%. That's the thing. I think that's what you need to focus on. You're focusing on the glass half spilled on the floor. I'm focusing on the positive stuff. I just want to hang out with you guys and talk shit. Why
The
can't we
glass
just
was
do-
fully spilled on the floor.
It's what Ryan wants. Is what Josh wants.
Yeah,
Deep down in her heart, it's what Nicole wants. She just doesn't want to admit it.
I think we should ask the one viewer what they
I
want.
missed what we're talking about. I was googling fish genitals.
Anyway, we'll wait for the viewer's comment. But anyway, in the spirit of
Gonna be lots of
Christmas,
caviar.
I brought presents for everyone.
Oh yeah,
Who's gonna get their presents first?
Josh deserves it first.
Okay, and also this includes me and not Paige because she's not here.
Fuck you, Paige.
Okay, Josh first. Josh, I got you a squash because it rhymes with your name.
That was a good
It's
throw.
Squashy Joshy.
That was a really good
Yeah, I've
throw.
been practicing all day.
Ah.
Impressed by that. I tried to intercept.
Do you like squash?
I mean, I'll eat it.
Do you want another squash?
Let me put this one down first.
Squashy Joshy. We need a squash Josh theme. You're not that tall. Get out of
I
here.
wasn't even gonna try.
All right, Josh, who gets their presents next?
Well, let's go with.
Are we doing that fucking shitty Christmas thing where we can like take a gift or we can steal Josh's squash?
steal my squashes?
Is that how you want to play it?
Nope.
Okay.
Not at all.
Well, I'm terrified to try to throw it across the room, so let's go with
Well,
David
okay,
next.
just take a minute. Let's dwell in the squash zone for a while.
The
So
squash
tell me
zone.
about how you want to prepare those.
Well, you know what? I don't actually use a squash for a whole lot of cooking, so
Okay,
I'd probably
sorry,
just
can we
Google a bunch of
Call
stuff.
time out on this segment for a
Put it
second.
in the garbage.
Can
Why?
you like ballpark how much money you spent on this bit?
$0. Because what happened was, do you want the background to this
I
bit?
don't- I don't
Since-
wanna- I don't
we
wanna
got to hear about your family drama.
Got to hear what
Who's Kindred Tulip?
I have
we need
no
to-
idea,
we
but
need
it
to vote.
sounds like Kindred Tulip. Do you want to see us
You
do
want to
our-
fucking have us like stall out and like force our way through an
a
hour of role-playing
regularly
game?
scheduled?
Or do you want to
role-
fucking hang
tabletop
out with the
role-playing?
cool kids and just listen to us talk shit for an hour and make fun of Kelly?
Don't let David peer pressure you. Just say what your heart says.
Okay, we can let them think about it. So the reason that
'Cause I've got stories for fucking days.
I got story. I'm telling a story.
Not very well.
Just gotta push your fucking mute button over there. Like
You don't think I can yell loud enough for your shitty fucking shotgun mic to pick me up?
we're about to find out. I mean, it better pick you up because like 50% of your words are outside of this mic's range.
I don't think that's true.
All right. So
50% a lot, Kelly.
the reason I know it's the solstice today, not because I'm a
Druid.
witchy person who knows what my rising sign is, but because my partner said to me on Sunday, yeah, so you're coming to our solstice thing on Tuesday, like you said you would, and I was like, ha.
I feel like 90% of Paige's comments are just for me.
Yeah. Well, I mean, you're the one looking at the screen. We're not looking at your phone, so.
I don't know if you know this, but I got 2 eyes.
So I briefly went there, and I received a gift, and I felt guilty, so I got everyone else
You won't
gifts.
listen to anything?
But it's really just stuff that's in my house. So the bit cost me $0, other than the embarrassment of having to leave the solstice party to come here
That's
to
a riveting,
get abused for some reason.
riveting story.
Yeah.
So I have a question.
Yeah.
What happens in a solstice party?
Okay, so they were doing this like burner shit where you write down like stuff you're grateful for, and they light the fire with that, and then they're gonna make a tiny little man that they can burn in there. And then I don't know, I kind of half paid attention, but I think writing passive aggressive notes to other people and burning those, or maybe you burn your intentions. I can't remember.
This,
And there's a potluck.
I mean, the potluck sounds fun.
Yeah.
I that's how I'm gonna tie that all together. Is just the potluck sounds fun. Everything else I could.
You're
probably
looking at
take or
me
leave.
for?
Because you don't like to celebrate anything.
I like to celebrate the fucking shedding off the shackles of capitalism and colonization.
I mean, that's fair.
Yeah, with
Tell us more about your
Christmas.
Boxing Day sale.
Sorry.
What?
So we're gonna have 10% off.
But it's
everything in
not
the store.
Boxing Day anymore. December 26th is Christmas.
We're going to have 10% off everything in the store. We're going to have 20% off anything that's local to Canada. So we're going to celebrate all of our local indie creators. And we're also going to offer 20% off of some other stuff that Catherine has arbitrarily decided on.
Cool.
Like Imperial Settlers.
Imperial Settlers? Is that a game?
Yes, it is.
Oh boy.
Well, of course it
What
is.
about that game that you were showing me? I can't remember what it was
Like
called.
the gangster one?
Yes.
Thug
the
Life?
one. Thug Life.
Thug Life, baby.
Mhm.
I have sold 0 copies of that game.
No.
The irony is, though, that guy wanted me to stock Thug Life, and then he's like, I guess I could also sell you Cantankerous Cats, my other game, which, like, is really one end of the extreme to the other there. We've sold all of our copies of, thank you so much, Paige. We've sold all of our copies of Cantankerous Cats.
Oh dang.
Yeah.
Cats sell.
They really do.
Mhm.
They truly do.
So I guess you could call it Cantankerous. Cantankerous Cats.
Because they can sell.
Yes, thank you.
But it's also can't anchorous.
I realized that after I said it.
Yeah.
I was trying to say cantankerous, and then it just rolled off my tongue in the wrong way.
I'll give you 20% off Thug Life if you come in.
Hell yeah.
Speaking of things that can anchor us, I would like to steer this ship back into the harbor of the bit I was doing.
The
and
gift?
drop
Oh,
anchor.
Yeah, I forgot about that.
So-
Yeah, that was anchoring.
What I like is that you're really leaning into the whole sailor thing now.
Well, last week I made a boat as a craft. I know you were watching the whole show. And
Was that the one where his mic was out the whole time?
no.
No, this is a different one. All our audio equipment was actually working pretty well. I was wearing assless chaps. I would.
I mean,
think
it
you
was
would remember
clipping
that
a
one
lot.
if you.
I don't watch the show.
No,
Which
that's
isn't a dig
let's
at
say.
you. I don't watch online content.
It has nothing to do with the fact that after you kicked us out of your store, suddenly the Palmetto Way stream night moved to Wednesday at the same time as us. So that every time we were about to start the show, no, it wasn't always live because you would be in the show on our show. And then
Our show's
after,
always at 4:30.
I don't know, I feel
Since
like
the
it's at like
start
7.
of what does this say? What do you do to celebrate this?
What you do?
Hey, listen, Kindred Tulip. The only thing we want to fucking hear from you is whether or not you want us to stick to the shitty format that Kelly's done.
Damn, we are really
We're really keeping these audience members.
This is how you build and retain an audience.
Look at she's all right. Thank you, Kindred Spirit. I appreciate it. What were your options? One, we can do Kelly's forced fucking bit that everybody at the table agrees is a little too hackneyed. Or two, we can have some fun. Just keep it fucking loose, baby. Just make it a party, and everyone can just fucking talk shit.
Wait, is the forced bit the game that we originally planned, or is the forced bit me giving presents to people?
No, I like that bit.
Okay.
The game is the part that we want to cancel.
Regardless, we should finish that though.
Yeah, David, you get your gifts next.
So here's the thing. Can my gift be that we just spend the next 45 minutes not playing Bups?
It can be.
Then keep that fucking shit under your table.
No, you're definitely getting this gift.
Oh, this better be some racist shit.
We're really aiming for
It's
the
your
racist
microphone's
angle.
back.
Hooray!
Yeah. That's it.
All right.
I just didn't want to deal with them anymore.
We've
And
been doing our stream since the start of our stream, Wednesdays, Thursdays, Fridays, because the original format of the stream was Wednesday we would unbox, Thursday we would play, and then Friday we would talk about the game. That's always been the format.
Hmm.
And
So
here's
you have like 52 unboxing days a year and only one boxing day?
I like it.
It seems poorly balanced.
I'm gonna take a minute. We're gonna circle back to Compliment Corner. That was a fun bit.
Yeah.
I liked it. It was low hanging.
Well, we got to do the compliment corner theme. I think that was your theme.
No, you had it once. Nicole seems reasonable, and this is has nearly no opinion. What do you think?
Hell yeah,
As
Kindred
someone,
Tulip.
as someone with no opinions, what do you think?
Well, yeah. So part of the reason I've had no opinions is because I've been busy writing porn. But yeah, I'm. Well, okay, how much time do we have left? We have like what, another half an hour?
45 minutes.
Here's what I'll say. If we're just not playing the game, I'll stick around all goddamn night and do this.
All right. We're
Okay.
going the full 2
Well-
hours, but everyone, we're going to merge the bits. We're going to role play her ogre porn.
I'm down for that. If she wants to write fucking,
You can GM
If you-
our
if you
us
write
fucking
dialogue-
as mythical creatures. We'll each pick a mythical creature.
Okay, I'm
And
not
you will
rewriting
GM
this
us.
with you guys in it. I've already written the porn. I'm just.
yeah, but we'll just take on the characters that you wrote. You write the dialogue, write a script.
I don't
Just
know if
let
I'm
her
mentally.
create.
You read what you have, and we will continue the end of your story. Like we'll improvise the continuation of it.
I don't feel mentally prepared to watch you guys do that.
Also, I just sat on this couch, and I'm not sure I want to get roped into that. So,
Kindred Tulip. I
Funny you
yelled
should
at
say
earlier, but I
roped
like the
in
energy you're bringing.
because I've got the perfect part for you.
Nicole, Kindred Tulip says that you're the only one not yelling what they want to do. I feel, to be fair to the room, I feel like I'm the only one yelling about what I want to do.
I'm
You're
just
always
gonna
yelling.
mute everyone's
my
Nicole.
energy's just
I'm
too
gonna mute
high up.
everyone's mic but Nicole's for the next 5 minutes while she deliberates on what she wants to do.
That's gonna make you. Oh, I was gonna say you have to actually get up to fucking do that.
Yeah. The worst thing that you guys could possibly do is put me in a position to make a decision. So,
Oh, we're well aware.
oh, I see. I'm cool. I'd be like to just hang out for the next half hour. We've got 30 minutes, and there's nothing else that like. What are we gonna do for 30?
5 minutes. Just talk for 5 minutes.
Cool. Just talking for 5 minutes.
This seems like a good opportunity to read your story.
Yeah, absolutely.
God damn! Even when I'm not the producer, I still gotta produce.
So yeah, you guys just go ahead and like shout out whatever role you want to play. There are 6 characters, so
I'll play character number 3. 2.
all right, Hercules, hot fish dude.
Fuck yeah.
I'll do character number 5.
Character number 5, you're the centaur.
Nice.
Kelly, I'm gonna make you the pale man because it feels like you're generally like painted as villain in this podcast, and I want to continue that theme.
Feels like
This this podcast, it's clearly a podcast. All right, you all ready for this?
Dun, 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 dun. Yeah, right. Come on, you know, come on. You know you want to. You know you need to do it.
Hmm. The unicorn squealed with pleasure as the centaur mounted him. He whickered, nodding his head up and down, consequently thrusting his horn in and out of Baba Yaga's gaping hole. Oh, there's already a plot hole here. Yeah, no, let's we're gonna continue on
We'll
with
fix
this.
it in post.
Okay. Looking on, the pale man flexed his fingers, which itched to touch his aching cock. He dared not look away, however, and the temptation only served to build his anticipation. He turned one hand to the left, taking in the scene in the other corner of the room. Hercules. Hercules, you know what? Here, hold on. Let me just do some editing here. Hercules, up to the forearm inside the hot fish dude, flexed his arm. The increased girth causing him to squirm and pushing him over the edge. His bulbous eyes rolled back into his head, and he ejected his brining load across Hercules' heaving chest.
Salty.
Yeah, that's what I have so far.
Should I unmute us?
No, I'd rather.
Oh, so we didn't lose our guests. That's cool.
Well, to be fair, I think that was like right at the beginning. That was before I started reading it. So, yeah, we'll see what the comments come in now.
10 out of 10, Nicole.
I mean,
10 out of 10?
that was good stuff right there. I
Thank
was aroused the entire time.
aching
good.
cock kind of struck me, hit the ears a little weird, but I mean, other than that,
Yeah.
it's fine.
Aching cock?
Like a good ache or a bad ache?
Oh, I was thinking a king cock. Like he just has like,
Oh, like a king
the
size cock.
royalty, Yeah.
It's got a little
Okay.
crown on it.
It's a little sharp, but it gets the job done.
Like a cat's penis with the
Well, you don't
barb.
take it off.
Well,
You
because the
just-
crown has got the points on it.
Oh,
Mm.
sharp. I think it said short.
Yeah, like King Farquaad? Lord Farquaad? I don't know.
I think it was
That's
Lord
that was a
Farquaad.
Shrek joke. Let's move on.
Yeah, he said there were no ogres.
There were what?
No ogres in this story.
Yeah, no, yeah.
Yeah, they're all in the swamp.
I asked you guys for mythological creatures.
Nicole,
you gave
you
me
made a
6 that
Shrek
were-
reference, and Shrek is an ogre, so Kelly was tying it to the thing.
Oh.
I take back everything bad I said. I'm glad David's here.
I'm the king of explaining jokes.
the
love
king
it.
cock.
Okay, David, who gets the next present?
She regretted saying it as soon as she said it. My boy Ryan here after that, I think he needs to pick me up.
Who gets the next present?
Oh my god, what did I just fucking say?
Ryan does.
Oh.
I said my boy Ryan. I even patted him on his heaving chest.
You were Hercules, so it would have been your heaving chest.
I mean, this present is for both of you.
It was
so you
his-
guys,
it
you
was
guys
his
can
briny load.
argue about who gets which candle.
Is that candles?
Yeah, well, they can burn the candle together because they're
Everybody
in
gets
love. That's
fucking
why there's
fancy
2
gifts
hearts.
except me. I get my shit back. My gift is racism, and then I get my shit back.
Oh, do I get the owl?
You also get beer.
I'll
It's
accept
true.
that.
I got 3/4 of a beer.
Yeah.
Smarts.
You want me to find you a gift? That
No, I don't
Isn't-
want to know.
okay.
Yeah, you can have one of my squashes if you want.
All right, throw it in my bag.
Let's put this one right there.
So smooth segue back to your story about the gollywog cat. When we were in BC, we played a fun game where we went into antique stores and we saw who could find the gollywog first.
It's like, where's Waldo?
Yeah.
But really racist.
Yeah. Where's the racism? It's everywhere.
Yeah. Again, this is like to bring it back to like because this is the stuff I sort of know about, is like Nazi memorabilia. A lot of antique shops have this stuff, and they're trying to get it so that like you can't sell that as often and it just gets put into museums instead. Because again, yeah, the historical value of some of the stuff is really cool, but I feel like if you have a bunch of Nazi shit in your house, then that kind of gives off a vibe you may or may not want to have, but you're going to have it either way.
See, that's the thing, is if it's memorabilia that you're keeping in your own house, I support being able to buy it, because then you just fucking know. You go to someone's house and you walk in and you're like, okay, I'm out. Like, it's not like, yeah.
Then
Whereas,
you have
like,
to explain why Grandpa lives in Argentina.
The Brazil boys.
Mm.
Now there's a movie reference that's very pretentious. Holy shit.
It's okay. He's on
Go
his
on,
phone. He's not
explain.
noticing that you're talking about movies.
I just
Thank
don't
God
get the
I got
reference.
time.
No, I heard it. I don't
Uh,
understand. Like, you guys have one-track minds, so you can only do one thing at a time. You can't listen to things around you when your eyes are on something.
Bro, I can barely do one thing, let alone multiple.
I have one-track etiquette.
It's like a 70s film about a bunch of clones of Hitler.
Nobody
being in
cares.
Brazil.
You don't have to
Ryan
explain it.
asked me about it. It's okay.
Yeah, I don't
Ryan
want
cares. It's okay if you don't. But yeah, no, it's just an old obscure movie from the 1970s.
Cheating.
So what happens to the clones?
I think they all die.
D's
If I'm
nuts.
remembering correctly. Yeah, hard to remember.
Thanks,
The
David.
only reason I found out about it is because a fucking Archer referenced it.
Oh snap!
Did you say an Archer or the show
An Archer.
Archer?
I was meant to say an Archer episode.
He was
Archer-
just down at the archery lanes, and this dude is going off about.
Our lady in the
It was
chair can't
Jeremy
find
Renner.
it apparently.
I think it's called The Boys of Brazil.
Mm.
Just a sec.
It's
I
always
feel like
it's always funny when you
I
get
feel
a
like John
genuine
LaJoie
laugh
is
out of
not
Kelly.
famous enough to be hanging out with Jeremy Renner.
I won't
He was
get
on the
that
league.
joke.
Was on the
Jeremy
lead.
Renner?
No, John LaJoie.
Oh, yeah.
He also had my favorite trilogy of songs.
Oh, cool. Now
Oh,
we're
The
all
Boys
on our
from
phone.
Brazil. That's what
Which
it's
one-
called.
Was it The Ordinary Guy?
Oh, yeah,
Average
she's got
Guy?
it now.
Yeah, that's a good one.
Everyday Normal Guy, Everyday Normal Guy 2, and then Everyday Normal Crew.
I don't think I've ever listened to Everyday Normal Crew.
It's
Yeah,
trilogy.
I mean, I remember listening to this guy back, like, what was that, 2011?
I think so. Yeah.
Somewhere in that area.
Okay.
I just
You're talking
that's-
about the fucking Brazil boys, and you're trying to
Yeah.
fucking make fun of me for being a fan of obscure comedy.
No,
Uh,
no, I'm trying. it
we
wasn't
have a
even making
viewer
fun, I was
comment.
trying to remember it.
This is the most widely
John
versed
LaJoie
crew of
is not even,
specialty
like,
knowledge
that
I've ever seen.
obscure. He was like,
Yeah, I thought he was fairly.
Here is
big.
an official
Yeah.
pledge of the show, pending Nicole's approval.
Mhm.
Kindred Tulip, for sticking with us this long. If you ever want all of us to be in your pub quiz team, we will all show up to whatever pub quiz you ask us to
I
come
will.
Yep.
to.
Absolutely.
Is this the Collective Girls?
I don't know. This is just our one fan.
I think that's the Collective Girls.
What is the Collective
I
Girls?
think it was like one of the last shows you did at the Pet Medway Games. The girls.
Is this
that came-
people you know?
No, you're fucking friends.
Emily missed out? Emily missed
Oh.
out?
The last show we did at your
bit name
thing,
one.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
that was James Jesso.
Who?
The mushroom guy. That was the one where you were in the other room and she read the first ogre porn.
No, you had two girls come in and they were like running a collective where they were giving away money.
No, those
Oh.
those are my friends.
Is that
One of whom is currently at the solstice party I had to ditch. Guarantee. Anyway,
But yes, I'm glad to know that we have a bunch of specialty knowledge.
I like that this segment is now who is our only fan? And the fact that we haven't nailed it yet is a little.
Well,
And
Just-
try
I
not
think-
to scare them off.
I think people were right when they said you need more segments because we're killing it with the segments tonight. We just need more theme songs for the segments.
Can we talk about who did your actual theme song?
It is like the guitar-y one.
Yes. that
Yeah.
one.
It is a nerd rapper named MC Lars who among this like album of weird nerd songs he wrote.
Question for him to answer. Holy fuck!
Yeah, no, that's the answer. Anyway,
hammering through a fucking.
he had this
response
one
here.
weird
there.
fucking instrumental song on a free album, and I was like, "Can I use this?" And he was like, "Yeah."
It's a banger.
Yeah.
So he didn't make it for you.
No, he just made it, and it's like,
All right, I feel a lot better now.
you know,
That's like the one thing your show does better than my show.
Oh, it just has like a slick intro song.
Yeah, it's a fucking banger because it comes in, you get this fucking sick ass song, and then this shit.
well, I
feel
mean, it's still missing the audience who can heckle you into submission, right? Here, you can run rampant with just the cameras in the wall.
I
Once
can't
we're in
be-
the theater,
Me?
Yeah.
I can't be submitted.
we're gonna
You could
tell
bring in
our
George St. Pierre, and I still wouldn't fucking submit.
All right, George St. Pierre,
that's
if
an
you
M-
are the
that's
one
an
person
MMA
watching
reference.
this
Oh yeah,
right
I
now,
remember him. I remember the
I think that's pretty likely.
Shark Club watching MMA stuff and waiting for like some huge like over like rig pig overweight guy being like, I could totally take George St. Pierre in that fight, and you're like, I don't know if you could, man.
For the record, I'm not saying I could beat GSP in a fight. What I'm saying is that I wouldn't stop talking shit even if GSP were trying to.
No, this is more just oh well, that works.
Oh, Kindred Tulip is just a random Twitch watcher. Look at you, Kelly, bringing in.
Hell yeah, I'll take that.
Right.
No,
this is more just like my Grand Prairie traumas of just like engaging with people from Grand Prairie.
Yeah, that armchair guy that's like, I'm tougher than him, man.
Yeah, and you're like, I don't know if you are, dude.
Sure, you are, Uncle Rico.
Basically along those lines.
Neat.
Very neat.
So
I speak Nicole. That means that was boring, and let's move on to something else now.
no, that was just. Anyways,
Nicole, you gotta be less polite. You gotta take some lessons from David and just
Great.
like
Nicole-
learn
fuck you
shit.
guys. Let's transition to the game.
The-
Just kidding. Kelly, do you have more
this,
segments?
this is why we have the game segment, so that there is a physical limit on how much Josh can possibly talk about
The
movies.
best part about that was it was literally right after she said to be more like me.
Well done, everyone. That was a good bit.
That was very worth it. That was
It feels good, doesn't it?
Yeah, it was really nice. Yeah. Neat. Do you have more segments for us?
Well,
Kelly?
I'm not done my gift segment.
Okay.
I
well,
thought we had given them all.
I
No,
said
Nicole
there
gets
was
a
a
gift.
gift for me, which was the whole reason that I decided to get gifts for other people.
Ooh.
Oh, I mean that's the proper.
Yeah,
Paige, that's a good
Paige is-
question.
That's a very good question.
It's in the mail page.
How about
Holy fuck.
I'll mail you my porn, and then it'll be a page for page.
Sign it too.
Yeah, I'll sign it when I get famous for my ogre porn. You'll be all over it.
Did you talk into your microphone?
No.
All right, Kelly. What gift did you get for yourself?
Damn. I wanted to wear this the whole time, but we kept getting sidetracked. I got given this t-shirt.
What does it say?
Oh,
That's fun.
that's a good message.
It does feel like an on-brand shirt for you.
Yeah. So,
Do you want to tell us where you got the shirt?
I feel like my don't
yeah,
fuck
from a
kids. I feel like my
Alright.
don't fuck kids T-shirt is answering a lot of questions
Is
you might
it-
already have.
Is it?
I
Is
just want the record to show, Kelly. When I said it was an on-brand shirt, it wasn't like what they're implying is that you need a reminder. This is something that I would believe that like you have a pretty firm stance on.
yeah, you
One would
believe I
hope.
have an opinion on kid
One
fucking?
would really
Yeah.
hope you have a strong opinion on not fucking kids.
It's a controversial opinion, but Kelly stands by it.
I mean, ask a libertarian about it.
Mm.
What the
Wow,
fuck
I
noise
needed
was,
that.
What noise was that? Ryan, can you break down what that
Ryan's a
noise- okay, break
libertarian.
down
He's
what that
feeling
noise-
very called out.
Yeah.
Oh, there's a
We-
running
we
joke that
haven't-
libertarians are scared of age of consent laws and are constantly trying to lower them.
Oh,
I didn't realize that was a highbrow joke for this audience here.
what?
I was not
Just because
aware of
nobody
this.
understood it doesn't mean it's highbrow. I want to make sure, and that doesn't apply just to your jokes, but also your fucking movies.
This is blowing my mind and also objectively untrue.
I'm loving the segment where Josh explains memes. Can you explain the orb meme?
No,
Yeah,
because that one doesn't really have like any kind of.
Can you explain
ley
how it's
lines
dumb and
through
doesn't
it?
make sense?
It literally is just like someone's like, man, that fucking orb shit is cool. Let's make jokes about it for the next like 6
Okay, 'cause
months.
Kelly's squirrely fucking
haven't
sideways
been-
glance really throw me off.
I'm squirrely because of all the
Not Kelly,
like
sorry, this
knockoff
Josh, not you.
designer
This guy.
meth they prescribed me.
Yeah, I haven't gotten that one. I feel
finally
like I'm getting
focused.
like old now.
It's literally just a case of just someone saw this. I think it's from a D&D manual.
It's not.
No, what is it from?
I don't know. I just know it's not from a D&D manual.
Okay, well, I don't know.
It was like a D&D universe book, like a novel someone wrote.
Okay, well, anyways, someone looked at it and were like, that's kind of cool and kind of funny. And then the internet's just like, in the internet ways, like, I'm going to latch on to this orb thing and just meme the shit out of it for the next like 2 months. and then
Personally, I
it'll
thought my
just vanish.
Talus ball orb picture was pretty cool, but
I mean, at the end of the day, it's a dumb meme where it doesn't have like secondary levels of funny. So I've kind of already like moved on.
It's
All
based
right.
off of a 1988 role-playing game book called Middle Earth Quest: A Spy in Isengard.
Oh, so it's a Lord of the Rings one then.
Correct.
Oh, okay.
all right, Josh, explain Grumpy Cat.
Why the fuck are we bringing back Grumpy Cat? That's like
I don't know. This
10
is
years
Josh
old
explains
now.
meme segments.
10? Yeah.
This is like hot potato segments. If you want the segment to change, you have to come up with a new one and make someone else present.
No, we
it.
don't want segments that I come up with.
Question for David.
Hello, I'm David.
Is cantankerous cats, is that based off of the Grumpy Cat meme?
I would say that it's probably indirectly influenced by it.
Wow. I was hoping you would just say no, and I hate that you said maybe.
Is that? Yes, it is.
Yep.
Good question. Asked and answered, Senator.
Yeah, that's actually a very good question. Why is your Reservoir Dogs picture sideways?
I've asked that question
Because
multiple
now
times.
it makes it like Reservoir
it's a-
Dogs Inception Dogs.
I don't know if it does, but all right. At
Because
least
it
you have an
fits in that
answer.
space vertically.
Speaking of Christmas, have you seen Reservation Dogs?
I've not seen Reservation.
You're not talking
you're
into your
racist?
mic either.
Yes, it is because I'm racist that I have not seen
Now you're making
Reservation
him
Dogs.
Talk about movies.
This is a TV series on FX.
Same.
Starring
that
indigenous-
explains it because I almost
starring-
watched no TV.
Starring a group of indigenous youth.
Actually, wait, I have heard of this one though. So is this you giving an endorsement for it?
I don't watch it.
Oh well, then I can't.
Because you're racist?
Because you're
You don't watch it because you're racist?
Got him.
Got him.
For me?
No, it's for Ryan.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, see how excited he got? She was so disappointed. He was so excited. That
I was
adorable.
initially excited when I thought it was for me.
I know. And then he got so excited it was for him.
Oh, we rarely high five, as you can tell.
You too?
Yeah.
I try to high five someone every day.
Oh,
Yeah, what a lot of people don't know is that David is a Cree supremacist and like deeply hates any other indigenous like nations of this whole continent.
There you go, Paige.
That's called lateral violence, and it's not true.
It's called what?
Lateral violence, and it's not true.
Lateral violence. Oh.
Yes, it is a
Why are you
term.
petting the table?
What? There's crumbs all over it from D's nuts. So I'm just like,
Are you- Are you happy you got to say that again?
yeah, absolutely. Anytime you guys can set me up for a D's nuts joke, I'm all here for it.
I've done it 4 times already, and you only hit it 3.
Yeah,
Oh, Ryan's got something. Ryan's got something.
No, I don't. Well, I was gonna say nut crumbs, but I couldn't think of a way to work it in.
So, like,
title of your sex tape.
Yeah, that was better than my bit, so I'm just gonna cancel that one out of there.
Hmm.
Is this the segment where we bring up puns that we thought of but we don't have a context for?
what worked pretty good, Paige? Nobody knows what you're talking about.
Because I thought of this pun a while ago, but I've never been able to work it in. And it's carpool tunnel syndrome.
Carpool tunnel syndrome.
Would that just be a backed up tunnel in the
No,
carpool?
no, it
lane?
has to be something to do with like how frustrated you are with your fucking kids and all the noise they're making in the back.
I mean,
It could be a lot of things, but none of these things ever come up. So it's just been
Vote for nut.
in the back of my head for a while.
I don't know. I don't have a family, so I don't have to be miserable with a
Yeah.
family,
You ever seen
so
Shut-
I can't come
You
up
can
with
just
that
be
stuff.
miserable by yourself.
You ever
Well, yeah,
seen-
that's the truth. That's efficient miserable.
You ever seen Shutter Island?
Yep.
Carpool tunnel syndrome is what made that girl kill her kids.
There we go. Yeah, there it is.
I've seen Shutter Island and I can't remember it. Can you briefly explain Shutter Island?
Yeah, so this is a big spoiler for Shutter Island, but the premise of
A
Shutter
big-
Island
big
is
Carpal
what?
tunnel syndrome.
spoiler
Spoiler.
for
I heard spoiler.
Shutter Island. I might have said it.
Is that with Leonardo DiCaprio?
You better fucking believe it is.
Yeah,
It's one of his
okay.
best-
Spoiler, the green screen is
one of
really
his
bad.
best fucking roles.
I've seen it.
Good
then,
book
yeah.
too. Really good book. So the premise behind Shutter Island is that Leonardo DiCaprio plays a police officer who's sent to an asylum on a remote island to investigate a series of one missing patient who just completely vanished. I don't know.
Yeah, one
Is he the
like yeah,
patient the whole
disappearing parent patient, and then like
What?
weird shit going around
I
there.
said, is he the patient the whole time?
That's the big twist. So what happened is
Directed
he
by M. Night
actually
Shyamalan.
his wife drowned their 2 kids because of
That's missing at this point. See, for me, like
What do you mean? What do you
Nicole
mean exactly?
because of
Carpool tunnel syndrome.
you look really impressed, Kelly. Tell us how you really feel.
It's good. It finally got used. It's
But yeah,
you
Uh,
live on
that
the
was a
song
big
you let
twist.
on the world.
His
Someone
wife
make it
killed
better.
his 2 kids while he was out on the job, and then he like fucking had a breakdown, and so he was a patient in the island, and so like it was all just this big manufactured illusion that he made
Well, how does the
Has anyone here
carpool
watched
enter into
Buffy?
it?
because she had carpool tunnel syndrome because she was so fucking sick of listening to her kids yelling in the back while she was stuck in the tunnel.
Oh, okay, but driving a car with the kids was not part of this
That's
actual
why you,
Shutter
that's why you
Island.
carpool. It's a carpool. You're all you're taking your kids and other people's kids, and you're carpooling.
But you could blame any infanticide on carpooling then if you're just assuming that's
And
the
I will.
reason. But there's lots of valid reasons to kill your kids, and like you know.
Have you ever?
What
been
do
in
you
a
think-
car-
Lots of valid reasons to kill your kids, but not lots of valid reasons to fuck your kids,
Yeah, that's right.
according to Kelly Shirt.
100%.
Babe, you look like you had something to say.
No, I'm good.
Okay. Has anyone here watched Buffy?
No, I watched the movie. I watched the good movie, and I don't watch the bad TV show.
No,
God damn it. Never mind.
I watched one episode like 5 or 6 years ago, and the special effects have not aged well at all. And I
Yeah,
couldn't.
it's from the fucking 90s.
Also, it doesn't matter. There were good special effects in the 90s, and also Joss Whedon is a bad person.
I mean, yes, he is.
And you know who
Yes.
else is a bad person?
Yes.
Joss Cornell.
Yes.
Tying it all
Glad we
back
segued
together,
back
baby.
Yes. I would
You
also like the Don't Kill Kids version. Like,
You
sure.
have to admit the intro theme to Buffy slaps though.
Yeah.
Oh,
I
don't
know why you say
remember
that
it.
like it's
If
a
you send us
controversial
money, we
topic.
will make this shirt for you.
Well, just everyone was hating on it, so I'm giving a little bit of balance here.
It's less that I hated it and more I didn't watch enough of it to get into it because I just couldn't handle the special effects because 90s special effects.
The way Kelly's typing. Kelly looks like he's in a fucking movie from the 90s about a hacker.
Yeah, I'm
Just about to
hacking the
fucking
stream.
break into the Pentagon.
Hacking
I mean,
Twitch.
Hackers with Angelina Jolie.
I'm hacking the AHS COVID database.
Careful, the RCMP might kick
That's
your
how
door
they
in
got
now.
Thomas Dang.
That's how this
See,
episode's
it all
gonna
comes
end.
together.
we get swatted or RCMP'd.
Twist ending.
But no, like where was our tangent before this fucking went off the rails here?
Buffy
Buffy.
the Vampire Slayer.
Yeah. All right, 90s special effects is like that peak moment where CGI was really starting to get used, but it was really fucking terrible. And so like that's like 80s, you still get a lot of practical effects, so you get around the little bit of CGI being used. 90s was a lot of like, we're gonna rely on CGI because this is the future, and it looks like absolute ass.
Okay, you're telling me those vampires don't look real.
I mean, I was gonna say that's more because of the masks and makeup they wear.
You guys
but
remember Interview with the Vampire? That was a good movie.
that was a good. It's
I
also a
wouldn't
good
have
book.
seen
The author recently passed away.
Oh no. R.I.P. Anne
Way to
Rice.
bring down the fucking room.
Well, you know, great book. You
We
should still read
apologize
it.
for nothing. Don't listen to the banner.
If you feel really bad when we bring down this room, buy Interview with a Vampire and read it, and then watch the movie featuring Tom Cruise, if I'm not mistaken.
Yep.
Is it
Did that
good?
movie have kid
Yes.
fucking?
I don't
I
think,
think there's a,
This is
isn't
the
there a
main
child
thing David looks
vampire
for
in
in
it?
the
That's what I was
Yeah,
asking,
so there's
yeah.
like blurry lines, maybe.
There was another movie that you probably like about kid vampires, not the Lost Boys, the other one.
My Little Vampire?
That's the one. Thank you.
Excuse me?
I saw that in the theater.
That is a movie.
Oh,
No, what's the movie
No,
I'm thinking
or
of?
The Littlest
After
Vampire or
Dark,
something.
like that.
I've not seen it.
Perfect.
are you thinking What We Do in the Shadows?
No, but I'm watching that though.
It is wonderful. A moment of silence for Anne Rice.
The books are better, but yes,
Josh,
movie is
it's a
so
moment
good.
of silence. Shh.
I wasn't good during Remembrance Day either.
Oh, I remember.
Nicole, just read. Do you want me to press his mute button on his?
Yeah. No, that's fine. I'll just swat him.
I will not be censored.
Oh boy, we've created a
Yeah,
monster.
we've got a can of worms here.
Yeah.
Let me tell you for a second about the oppression of free speech.
It's gonna fucking drive me crazy now because I have it on DVD.
Oh, really? No, I can't even think about what you're.
You have
you're
it on
referring to at the
DVD?
moment.
Dang. So it's got to be old.
I mean, it's a DVD, yeah, and it was like a '90s movie. Fuck, I can't believe you don't know it of all people.
I honestly, vampire movies is a big blind spot of mine. Also, I appreciated that pun page.
The Lost Boys. That's the movie I'm thinking of. The Lost Boys.
Okay, I've heard of it, but I've never watched it.
Oh, maybe that's not
Oh,
the movie
yeah.
I'm thinking of. I
Queen
don't
of
think
the
that is the movie
Damned.
I'm
The
thinking of.
Damned was good.
I never actually watched that one.
Kindred Tulip is smart. I think they should just like be one of our show hosts.
Shows.
What the fuck, man?
One of them.
You trying to
Sometimes
replace
you're
me?
busy.
Nicole, is that true? Are you busy sometimes?
Oh,
Paige is now
I
the
just tell Kelly that. 'cause I
Paige
don't
is
wanna
now
on
the
show
producer,
sometimes.
meaning we need a new backup host.
Sometimes I'm like, Jesus Christ, I just want one fucking Wednesday off in my life.
I can't remember if it was Near Dark or if it was. I might be confusing Near Dark and Lost Boys. Anyways, the whole point is there's like a line where like one of them is like, you know, like he's like an 11-year-old vampire and he's stuck in the body of an 11-year-old, and it's the whole thing of like he's gonna be 11 perpetually, so like he can never like experience being an adult.
Yeah, that's that goes in a whole lot of different uncomfortable areas, and that would fucking suck so bad.
Yeah, they really addressed that in Twilight as well, which I think is
And
probably
Freaky
the best.
Friday.
No, that's not. You clearly did not watch Freaky Friday if you think that's what the theme is.
Yeah, being trapped in a child's body. Isn't that also the plot of? I was gonna say Big, but isn't that the opposite? But there's a different
Oh,
movie
have
where
you guys-
someone's trapped as a
Have you guys
child,
seen
aren't
this
they?
controversy around? I don't know. I'm talking to him about Blank Check,
Blank check.
Like the
the Disney movie, like the '93 Disney movie,
Yeah.
where like there's a scene at the end of it where this like full grown adult woman, like full on tongue kisses this 13-year-old.
Oh, that has not aged well.
I don't remember that part.
Yikes!
Well, this is
Yeah, new slogan of the show is on Kelly's shirt. Don't fuck kids.
it comes down to that whole like double standard thing where it's like, if an adult teacher like who's like, oh no,
Oh God.
yeah, I'm gonna watch this happen and then I'm gonna make my point.
See, we could have Paige put it up on the screen.
Oh
but
no,
we're-
I don't like that.
Yeah, can we also talk about how problematic Big was? Because like, yeah, I get that he's in Tom Hanks's body, but he's supposed to be a kid.
Who's he? It's his body.
What?
You understand in Big? He
Tom
doesn't.
Hanks is an actor, Nicole.
No. I
Yeah,
know,
no,
but in the concept of the movie, he doesn't take over somebody else's body. He's just adult version of himself.
You mean that
Yeah,
wasn't
but
a
it's like a
documentary?
kid. But he is a. Well, sorry, what?
That wasn't a documentary?
No, that's Kelly's joke. What I'm saying is that she said he's in Tom Hanks's body, like as if
He-
he's going in somebody else's body, a la Freaky Friday. But that's not the case. He's just advanced his body age.
Sure, but yeah, okay. But he's a kid, and he has full-on sexual intercourse. Like he's a kid mentally, and he has full-on sexual
Full-on
intercourse.
Sexual intercourse.
Full on
This is
intercourse.
the only kind that Ryan and I do. Am I right, babe?
What about Snoot
Hold
Snoot?
on.
Yeah.
What about Snoot Snoot?
That's only on the weekends.
Yeah, that's Futurama.
But
That was
That's
Snoot
snoo
Snoot.
Wait,
snoo.
so
That's
how do you guys do that in the winter? Like in the summer, I can imagine
Sorry,
like
can we
going
get back
out
to
into the
Nicole?
yard and having full on sexual intercourse. Just get out of here! I'm telling
Nicole's
a joke.
telling a story about Big. Nobody cares about your bad jokes.
Go ahead, Kelly. I'll give you
I
this.
already
one.
told it. I said it.
Full-on
Full
sexual
on
intercourse,
sexual
I'll say.
intercourse.
Because it's on the
Full-
lawn. Full-on sexual intercourse.
I really appreciate. See, this is why we have David here. He explains the jokes that I don't get.
Yeah,
just
I
throwing
mean,
stuff around now.
who would be explaining the jokes that David is talking over if David wasn't here?
She only laughed because I explained it.
That's fair.
So, Big.
Yeah. No, I found that so weird. I was like, he's supposed to be this small
12-year-old.
child,
12-year-old.
at least mentally.
12-year-old.
Is it 12?
I
yeah.
looked it up.
He's supposed to be 12 mentally, and he has sex with an adult woman.
Can I tell you something?
Yeah.
There are 12-year-olds having sex out there.
I know that, but like 12-year-olds having sex with full adult humans is probably not great.
There are also a lot of sexually active adults who mentally are 12-year-olds.
Yeah, I mean, I get where you're coming from.
Are
but,
you
like,
guys trying to muddy the water here and saying
No.
that this is like
I'm trying to parse out
Fine.
This
who's,
is okay. It's not a
who's-
big deal.
I'm just making a joke about man children.
who's the bad guy in your scenario.
who's the bad guy? I mean, that's the thing. She doesn't know that he's a kid, but like, I'm not saying that there's anybody that's a bad guy. It's just like watching the show, I felt weird. Like I just wanted
See,
to
a blank
like.
check, I think, is weird. But, like, I don't know. He's in an adult body. She doesn't know he's 12. And, like, the reality is there are, a percentage of 12-year-old boys who would have sex with an adult woman if they had the option.
I guess so. Here's the thing: is I guess the bad.
Because 12-year-olds, like, right on the cusp of puberty. Nice. Getting into it.
Hey,
Kendra
yo.
Tulip. Roasting the
Yeah.
axes. We're here for it.
Yeah, I'm supporting this.
Yeah. I guess I don't know. I guess maybe the bad guy is the fucking person that decided to write that scene where they were like, "Yeah, I'm gonna make this 12-year-old have sex with a woman." Like, I don't know.
Have
Like-
you seen
And us for watching it.
Butterfly Effect with Ashton Kutcher?
I have not.
Let's
I don't remember it.
let's never talk about that movie
Fucking
again if
that.
possible.
You don't remember the kid fucking Ashton Kutcher's movie Butterfly Effect?
I do not.
That was like a major part of it. That was like the first time he goes back in time. It was
Yeah.
to change the fact that
There was a lot of
neighbor's dad-
molestation.
Yeah, the neighbor's dad was making them have sex and him recording it.
Oh, Jesus
right.
Christ!
Glad I could bring the room down.
Well, it's
I'm
okay.
happy I never watched Butterfly Effect.
You built this castle.
That's okay. I was about to bring it
now,
down
now
even
we're living
more
in it.
with monologuing again, like how I was going.
Oh,
to
here we go.
earlier.
Another Josh-a-log.
The whole thing with like whenever we get these stories about teachers molesting, because that's what it is. They're students, and if it's like a young boy being touched by an older woman teacher, everyone always cracks these stupid fucking jokes where it's just like, oh, like look at him sleeping with the teacher, and it's molestation, guys. It's
Yeah,
not
that's-
fucking-
yeah, this is-
teachers?
yeah,
Yeah.
This is actually a thing that happened. Like someone in our school, someone in our class posted a thing that was like these two teachers had like sex with some like, well, I guess raped. It was statutory rape. Some like 13-year-old kid, and then they were like, someone in our school shared the article and was like, oh yeah, wish the teachers at our school were like that. And I was like, Jesus Christ, you wish that the teachers in our school had sex with the 13-year-old students?
Yeah, my school wasn't rapey enough. That's the one
That's
criticism
my main
I had.
complaint.
So
Yeah.
that's a big thing I see a lot. Whereas like if it was a male teacher
What are you
molesting
looking
like a younger student, it would be like, oh, this fucking monster. Which they're both monsters. They're molesting their students.
Yeah, don't you look at him like that. You're the one that brought the tone down, and this is where we are now, and it's your fault.
I'm just looking at it to see if you guys have anything to contribute.
Hands off the wheel.
I don't have anything to contribute to this. I don't have any thoughts about teachers raping children.
You're saying hands
So
off the
what
wheel, but you
zone
have
is
like a
this?
very like clear rule on your
Yeah.
shirt.
Yeah, which zone is this? The don't fuck kids zone?
This is not the wheel of the show. This is life.
The wheel of life.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, so hands are not off the wheel of
DFKZ.
life.
Yeah.
No,
When you're talking,
I
yeah.
have very strong opinions of what people should do in life. I have no opinion about what should happen on this show.
I don't think that's true at all.
Yeah.
That's an absolute lie.
The angry messages that I get after the show airs says differently, but
Did you know we're starting a Patreon for our show? Are you guys going to do Patreon?
well, yeah, we
Yeah.
have one viewer now, so we kind of have to.
Yeah, are you gonna support us on Patreon?
Actually, I'm assuming your Patreon will be underneath your normal like store tag then.
Yes.
Okay, cool. 'Cause I
Okay.
might chuck a couple bucks your way.
Nice. I like it. Love to hear it.
Josh, will you support this show's Patreon?
I throw a couple bucks to make sure that I have to keep doing this every week.
Yeah.
Oh. Yeah, Josh is actually hoping the show will go under, so we don't keep dragging him back here to.
If
fucking-
the show goes under, you'll always have a home in Pimento Way Studios.
Thank you. I appreciate that you keep.
See, I don't want a Patreon. They take like 8%. I'll just say, hey, just transfer me the same amount.
Kelly needs a literal wheel.
We gotta give him like a captain's wheel or
No,
something.
let's get him one of those little fucking, one of those little kid wheels.
Oh
with it?
yes,
Yes.
absolutely.
I used to have the like Mario Kart one for the Wii. It's gone.
Oh. Well,
That really
look
made
at
you
you
sad.
disappointing our viewers. You're trying to get us new viewers.
Mm-hmm.
Hmm.
Tulip person, what can Kelly do to retain you as a viewer?
She's like, I'm never watching the show again. This was an
See,
accident.
this is my pitch to the viewers: is if they want to support us the same amount they could on Patreon, just mail me cash, but give us 8% less, same as the Patreon cut. But they get to support us and not spend as much
And you
money.
get to commit a crime because I'm pretty sure sending money in the mail is illegal.
Well, then send it to me through.
No, I'm gonna say
something
do
else.
it because fucking commit crimes. I'm all for that.
That's right. That's right. It is. This is the stance of the show. Send money through the mail.
But
Blow
not
up
this
a
crime.
refrigerator with
Yeah.
This is the one crime we
Yeah,
don't.
do not
endorse.
support that crime at all.
Don't
Yeah.
fuck kids. Commit crimes, but don't fuck kids.
Yeah.
Also, I apologize for assuming your gender, Kindred Tulip. I just said she without even thinking about it.
Brutal.
Yeah.
It's 2021, Nicole.
5
Be-
minutes in
be
the gay
better.
box. We're muting our mic.
We really need a fucking 5 minutes in the gay box stinger.
Oh, an intermission to pee. Paige, you want to hit the intermission button?
I'm super not gonna do that.
Well,
To loony money, I really like that.
Yeah.
Tulip. I really
But-
like
but,
referring
yeah.
to it as loony
Yeah,
money.
it's now Canadian currency is just loony money.
oh, fuck. Did they figure out we're Canadian?
Kindred Tulip, where are you from? I got friends all over the states. I got friends in Alabama. I got friends in Texas.
It must be our comically thick accents.
Yeah, if any of us dropped an O, that's
An
Yeah,
the Canadian.
I don't know what you're talking about.
yeah. Except it's
Wouldn't
never
be
that.
a you.
like about and
It's
Yeah.
OU. There's 2 letters.
Yeah, the OU always fucks over Canadians.
Yep.
Are we waiting for a fucking answer?
I was
now?
waiting for the intermission sting to drop, but it's not happening.
I'm waiting
so
for
never
Nicole to
mind.
come back.
Is that's why you're here? Just because like you get to hang out with Nicole for a little while?
Pretty much.
Perfect. Hell yeah.
Or we're just talking over.
No. It's when you do the videos.
You have like the banging ass intro song, and you have like the fancy fucking but everything like
mean, help me make it better. Well, I try to get people to be like, sound check, how's it up? And you're like, it's good. And then you start, and you're like, it's bad.
That you're bored with that.
Because it doesn't have a reverb pedal on it? What is the thing you wanted, the effects? Wait. Patience. Oh, she didn't do the version where it overpowers it.
Oh, so we are talking. So we are talking. That was my first question. Are we just talking about it? Yes, we are. Apparently.
See, this is the problem with StreamYard. It's got all these
Balls
different
are so
ways of
itchy.
doing shit, and it's so fucking backwards. And it's
Oh, we're back.
prohibitively
And
expensive.
we're back. Welcome back, folks. Thanks for that intermission where nothing happened and we all just sit here silently.
All right, we're segueing back into our segment, Enemies Corner.
Oh yeah.
Enemy of the show is StreamYard, which takes. I have to convert my loony dollars. Yes, it is.
It 100% is.
Unfortunately.
I have to convert my loony dollars into big, fancy, strong American dollars just to pay for StreamYard, and they're like, no, you can't have features like playing audio with no
Oh,
video.
yeah, we found out about halfway through. Don't worry.
Hell yeah. This is why I was like very cautious. I'm like, okay, don't walk back any comments about don't fuck kids because you might be on a hot mic. Always know you might be on a hot mic.
I live every day of my life like I'm on a hot mic.
God, I wish I had a hot mic.
Ew.
Go on.
So let's,
We need an air horn.
Yeah, we're gonna transition to a
Beep,
different
beep,
thing.
beep,
What's your favorite thing about Kelly's place? And my favorite thing about Kelly's place is how there's like a little lip coming out of the bathroom. It's like 1.5 inches tall, and so every time you walk out of the bathroom, you stub your toe on it.
My favorite thing is that
Why didn't you learn after the first time? Why didn't you learn after the first time?
You see how much wine she's drank? My favorite thing about Kelly's place is it only takes about 25 minutes for that fucking weird smell to go away, or at least for you to become nose blind to it.
Is there a weird smell? Oh shit, that might be me.
Yeah, I farted.
So my favorite thing about Kelly's spa house is that it's way too fucking warm here.
Oh no.
Nice.
Yeah, this is why I should be hands off the wheel because I forgot what I did with the wheel, and what I did with the wheel was mute Nicole's mic.
My favorite thing is you've got a bunch of actually cool nerdy stuff in here.
No, don't fucking call me out like that. You know the show stands on nerd shit.
Nerd.
Oh god damn it.
This is thanks Kindred Kelly doesn't like to look at my private chat to him. What the fuck?
It's probably because of the muting.
Yeah.
Oh, it says unmute Nicole in all caps.
Oh.
Kelly likes to silence women.
Nicole,
This is
you're
an official
Paige, you're
stance
the
of the show,
producer.
silence
Just
women.
push the button that's sitting in front of me to unmute her.
Yeah. So
Yep.
this is just another reminder that sexism is alive and well here, especially in Alberta.
Legitimately, it's super active in Alberta.
It's fine.
COVID was not great for domestic abuse
She made
rates.
a statement, and then the man in the room had to like co-sign your statement.
Well,
So they had to validate.
that's
your
what a
opinion
good
as
man
well.
does is raise women up
Just pointing out
by
the
using their
irony.
voice.
Just pointing out the irony.
Yeah, I appreciate that he was using his. I appreciate that you were using your voice and influence to support my ideas.
Speaking of sexism, I got called out last week for being sexist.
What'd you do?
So what did I?
David, we don't have 25 minutes. We have 5.
I got all night, baby. Living my best life right now. So we had an HR thing. I have a day job now. I don't know if I told you guys this.
Yes.
I have a real job that pays me money that I then use to funnel into my business. Sorry.
That's how most businesses work. Is that I feel like most businesses are that you funnel money into them and they never pay you back. Yeah.
So
Can't relate.
we had an HR. We had an onboarding thing at my job where they had to like anyone who had been hired within the last 6 months had to do 8 hours of group onboarding, and it was awful. And so part of it was like doing workplace harassment training.
They're going to teach you how to do it?
Yeah.
That
So-
seems counterproductive.
No, then you know what to avoid.
So this is a real. I'm just gonna use your name so I can make it clear. So like this was a real example. So Ryan and Nicole work together, and every day at lunch, Ryan makes jokes about asking Nicole out for a date, And Nicole always says no, but and then there's like, but Nicole laughs about it and hasn't told Ryan to stop. Is this harassment?
This is actually how we met, so this is a good role playing.
The legitimate real stance from our HR person was it's not harassment because Nicole hasn't asked Ryan to stop and laughs along with it. And I was like, whoa, like really not understanding like the fucking dynamic between men and women and like the concerns that women have.
I think they're more concerned from a legal standpoint,
Regardless
essentially,
of how you want to do it.
Yeah.
And this was like the actual HR stance. And so I was telling this story to our work group, our Alberta work group, because it's like a national company. And then my boss is like, well, and I was like, no. I'm like, just no, like don't even start, like just no. And then I was trying to explain to him that like you just shouldn't ask women out, you shouldn't ask anyone out in the workplace, man or woman. It's not a gender thing, but especially like the gender dynamic is a lot different. And then I was like, I don't want to speak for the women in the room. And then they're like, like three people were like, well then don't. And I was like, oh fuck. I was just gonna say, like,
I'm gonna though.
that was what I got called up for.
But to answer your question, viewer, I would say it's not as bad as actual Texas because
Not for lack of trying though.
Yeah, because the federal laws aren't quite as loose here, but it's not great. And yeah, as David said, not for lack of trying.
Hello, I'm David.
Oh, this is a spicy question.
That's a very spicy question.
Uh-oh. We're equal.
Yes.
I think we should have one of them each of them leave the room in turn, answer the question separately, and see. We'll compare. It's like the newlywed
Answer the
game.
question. What
Write
is
it
your
down on
least favorite thing about your partner?
Write it down on a note.
There's another podcast that I used to listen to that would do that. They would say they give each of them a piece of paper and they'd say from 1 to 10, like rate your relationship.
You mean a podcast you used to listen to?
Another podcast just like this one. And then except that podcast was good because I could listen to it on my phone. Yeah. And then it would
because it's a
invariably start
podcast.
fights.
Yeah, that seems like a really easy way to start fights, to be honest.
Truly the best.
Can I rip one of these pages out?
Yeah, I mean it's your show.
Okay, cool. Well, new segment.
Oh hell yeah!
Kelly really just
Shit.
died.
Oh my god!
Secret shit talk.
It's not as funny when you like go. You have to like blindside people with it.
Here, take something to write on.
Okay, you guys go. You can
This would
blindside
make
us.
a great
Ask us
dice
a
rolling
question.
tray if we were playing a role playing game.
Can't imagine. Well, okay, wait. What are the prompts? What are we asking you?
Yeah, what's going on?
You decide.
Oh, okay. Yeah. So the first question is,
What am I gonna do with this thing?
Sorry for the record. I apologize because Ryan did not agree to be on the show. He just happened to sit down on the couch and someone handed him a mic. So
no, he sat on the couch because I bullied him into it.
Surprise.
Fuck you.
No, you
Surprise,
bullied him
this
in
is-
sitting on the
this
couch.
is a
I
make or
bullied him
break
into taking the
relationship
mic.
moment.
That's right.
Kelly and I's relationship.
What is your
Probably.
partner's favorite thing about you?
Oh. Wait. So I'm answering it. Wait.
Yeah,
What is-
what do you
what
guys
is
do?
your-
Answer the question.
What do you think Ryan likes about you?
Right.
And
but
what
so,
do you think Nicole likes about you?
right. So we're not gonna answer the same question, see if it matches up. Right.
That's exactly what we're doing.
Okay, but then it should be like, what is Ryan's favorite thing about Nicole?
Oh.
And then second question would be, what is Nicole's
No, I
favorite thing
like it
about
that
Ryan?
way. You start with what is Ryan's favorite thing about Nicole. That's question one. Question two is what is Nicole's favorite thing about Ryan?
That works for me.
Go.
Okay, so
Start with
my favorite thing about Nicole.
Mhm.
He's just gonna write D's nuts.
Well, now you ruined it.
Yeah, I'm gonna cross that off now too.
While they're writing that, Josh, what is your favorite thing about your Japanese friend that you pine for the most of the group?
I don't pine for any of them. They're drinking buddies. What? No, legit.
Answer the question.
They're all just drinking buddies. I don't have an answer to that one.
Question 2.
Swing
was
and a
what
miss from
Nicole
Kelly.
likes about me.
I
I don't see you feeling dead air.
Not my show. I'm a guest. You're
You
supposed to be throwing
fully commandeered it. You're reaching
supposed-
over on my steering wheel.
supposed to be throwing me prompts.
It's like, a pirate ship and the storm is raging and you kick me out of the way and you're like, yeah, I know how to do this. And you're just like spinning the wheel and yelling orders to people on the masts. And
Because I'm a bosun
yeah. So
and you're a coxswain.
how, maybe I could interest you in boasting these nuts.
Oh fuck! I can't think about what Nicole would like about me.
Yeah.
Just put-
Oh, God,
Neither can we,
Nicole,
my
who's
friend.
hot right
Big old
now?
donger.
It's a trick question.
These nuts?
The answer is no.
No.
Just put big old donger.
Oh. I know. I thought about that, but
Well, I mean, sorry. Go ahead.
this is so hard.
That's what she
That's-
said.
You beat me
Yeah,
to the trick.
that is Nicole's favorite thing about Ryan.
I shouldn't sit like that.
You see how I can be on my phone, Kelly, and still contribute?
Mm-hmm.
Still
Faster
crack
than
jokes the
Nicole
whole
can?
time?
What are you looking at when you're on your phone?
Right now, I'm just looking at Facebook.
He's looking
Waiting
for
for
more
new
fights
drama
to
to
get into
start.
so we
I was
can
about
tell
to
his story
say,
next time he's on the show.
He's getting more material. He's scrolling through his sister-in-law's page, just like,
Oh, I unfriended her after that. Oh, you
Oh,
better
shit.
fucking believe I did.
damn.
That's some serious shit. I only mute my dumbass relatives.
Yeah, my family's normal.
Yeah, you
Yeah,
can
I'm a
guarantee
big-
that if I'm not starting fights with you on Facebook, you're muted.
I'm a big fan of just fucking cutting people out of my life.
That's
Oh,
probably
no.
better policy.
I start the fights.
Yeah.
That's the fun part right there.
Ryan, like probably the last 2 weeks, like every other day, he
Hey,
wakes up
shouldn't
and
you
he's
be
like,
filling out a fucking form right now?
mine's filled out.
Nicole, we're over 2 hours.
Oh shit. Well, hurry up, babe.
Yeah, I got
You're
first.
gonna
Okay.
fucking bail on Tulip person?
So
You're gonna fucking cut this clean after Mindful Tulip's been here for the whole ride?
Yeah, everyone already
My-
yelled at me that 2 hours is too long. So
Who yelled at you?
everyone,
I didn't.
My-
everyone.
I'm here for it.
guess
Let's hear
about
it.
what Ryan loves the most about me is how spontaneous I am, specifically in like where I leave things around the house. So he
Oh.
like really loves when I leave like the keys like on the bed or like my like glass that I drink out of like in the fridge or like on the
Got
mantle
the floss in
or
the
like
living room.
yeah, the floss in the living room. Great example, darling.
Mhm.
What was your thing? Was it the
Well,
same?
What planet?
Is that the thing you love about me?
Oh.
Your sarcastic answers.
I only like
Right.
I put how thoughtful she is.
get my ex-girlfriend.
Stop.
Please don't carry on writing things about each other. I hate it. All right.
That's a
Scrap
good.
it.
That is
Grab
as
the bit.
Grab the
All
bit,
right,
everybody.
Scrapping it.
good a time as any to end the show. David, do you want to promote your store?
Yeah, to the one American watcher who can't benefit us, we are going to be starting a Patreon.
Yeah, I think it's on your
if you
Patreon,
want to
right?
watch a Twitch show that's fucking really tightly scheduled and knows what it's trying to do, you can find us at Pemetaway with us. That's PEMETAWEWITHUS.
Which, if this show was recommended to her, that's definitely not her niche. But thank you for sending that information to our other viewers.
Mhm.
You can also find
Very
me
niche.
on social media starting fights. And yeah, you can check out our store at pemetaway.com/shop. Go ahead and throw that link up for me, Paige. Love you, baby.
And as for us, can you now find us on Tuesdays? Where did we land on that?
Yes.
Tuesdays, 7 p.m. Mountain Time.
If you guys
All
move
right.
to Tuesdays, you're not going to have the lead in from our show.
Yeah, but
Isn't
Wednesday's no
today
good.
Tuesday?
Yes.
Well,
Did you know that?
things are happening on Wednesday.
What's happening on Wednesday?
I'll tell you about it.
Tell me about it right now. Tell Tulip about it.
Okay, so on Wednesday I've got this thing.